Good evening, Hotfix Nation, and welcome, heroes, to another episode of Hidden Heroes on GDQ Hotfix. This is, of course, the Hotfix show where we showcase speedrunners who are a part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. I am your host, Anarchy, of course, and since we're coming up on Halloween this Friday, tonight we got a great lineup of some spooky games to get scared with, both across Hidden Heroes and Express Lane later tonight. Up first, we've got Sin Dark Fates, who's going to be showing off Cry of Fear, and then we'll be starting off a long block full of Resident Evil games with Resident Evil 7, Any Percent, run by Erica, please. So we've got some really great gamers and some really great games, so make sure you stick around for the show tonight. For tonight's shirt bit, I don't actually have any Halloween shirts, and I'm saving my costume for some reasons I'll elaborate on in a moment. But I do have something on that is truly scary. Baseball. Especially Forever Baseball, if you watched that absolute banger last night. I literally have no skin in the game, but let's go Blue Jays. They will beat the Dodgers. They will beat the Dodgers somehow. But with that, speaking of Halloween, I do want to shout out Games Done Queer, which is going to be starting this Friday, and it's coming up. So make sure you watch here from October 31st through November 2nd, this whole weekend, as we celebrate queer and LGBTQIA+ runners, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday, each day benefiting Lambda Legal Defense and Educational Fund. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop yapping. I want to welcome on Sin Dark Fates and company with Cry of Fear, new game, no B-Hop cap. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you. Howdy, y'all. Sin Dark Fates here. And even though I don't have my webcam on, I do have a banger costume on. I'm in a trench coat with two other no-nos, but I'll let the other trench coat minions talk.
You weren't supposed to tell anyone, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, come on.
Costumes
We got a
ruined.
pre-game for Pluto Nash 3D this Friday. I don't know what you want me to do.
So true.
Hello, I'm Ben. I know pretty much nothing about Cry of Fear. I got a little crash course on important things like last night, so maybe I'll be explaining those. I don't know, but I know general source things, and this is like a source game, so that's cool.
And Shovel Claws. I got ignored by Sin Dark Fates. He goes in my ass.
I don't want to get into this. Nice W Rage Bay. That's one. That's strike one on me. It's whatever.
Right. Okay. I'll be sure to get my next two out of the way quick. So you can focus on this pretty hard FPS run. It's a really cool run. Of the bits I've seen of it. So I'm excited to hang out, make some jokes, and see the scary jump scares that come throughout the run. I'm sure we'll all be terrified.
We will be.
Grand old time.
All right, before I start the run, trigger warning, this game does go over topics of suicide and depression and does depict self-harm. But with further ado, who would like to count me in for the countdown?
All right,
I
let's
do,
harmonize. Just kidding. You can.
All right.
A barbershop quartet, except it's three of us. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
That was good.
Hey, this is awesome.
That was really good. Alrighty, so Cry of Fear is a first-person horror game that runs on the Gold Source engine. We'll talk a little bit more about the Gold Source jank, but you're going to see me doing something called dodge jumping. This game its main combat mechanic is dodging, and we're going to be using that to initiate our B-hops later on. Right now, we're not going to be hopping through this first nightmare section just because we need to keep our stamina. We obviously run out of stamina. We're going to be really slow. So first jump scare.
I'm so scared.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right, now we'll actually be hopping now since we're, able to see.
Thank God.
Oh, not if I drop them. Ooh, bitch, fine. But another movement tech for Gold Source is that I'm going to do something called wall boosting, to where I'm just going to line myself. I'm just going to hold W and just move my camera at a certain angle to just get more from these walls. As you can see from that one, second jump scare. As you can see on the top right, we have a tool called Rebuilt Simon, which will tell me all the info I need to know. And right now, we're on our way to a computer so we can get access to a door. And we're going to see some other Gold Source jank, which is going to be me interacting through objects. I'm going to be just interacting through walls and stuff. So over here in this alleyway is the password. Memorize this for me, I might forget. Oh, that's short.
You had it open for 2 frames, so I couldn't see it.
45.
Apple 45. Then we're going to interact through the username right there, Jill username. This part's always randomized, so we always kind of have to do this first section. All right. Hopefully I don't mistype. Apple
45.
What's your words per minute, Sindar?
8371. I don't know. I don't type research.
That's a really high words per minute.
I don't know.
Wow, so talented.
8371. Let me not forget. And now we just got to backtrack to the door. For the password, we kind of want like 9s and 1s just because you don't have to input a lot for that. But we obviously don't like low numbers like 2s and 3s.
I forgot this game was specifically on Gold Source.
Yeah, this is
I always had the
technically
conception
a
that it was
modified
source,
Gold
but-
Source. Like it's a little bit modified. Because original
Android games
Gold
that do
Source
that.
doesn't look this goo.
Yeah, that's what had that's the reason for my misconception.
Already.
Because like when you think of Gold Source, you think of like Half-Life 1.
Yeah, not even the first game that this company made. It's called Afraid of Monsters. It doesn't look this good as well, but they use a modified Gold Source. Here's our first enemy. We're just gonna hold left click, grab our syringe. We're not gonna use the ladder, and we're gonna do the same thing to these enemies just because their first hit will always stun them. All right, I didn't do my sprint correctly there. If you sprint at the correct time, he won't move at all. You can just kind of just move around him. Woo. Also, something you saw me do before that first enemy was interact with the tape recorder. Those will be our save stations, and I need to interact with the first one just because you get a dialogue prompt for the first one, and you kind of have to wait for the text to disappear before you're able to save again.
Why did my
You are
board turn yellow
syringe?
there?
Yeah, that's a good question. I kind of want to know that too.
This game has a couple of lighting bugs. All right, so we're gonna get into apartments like that, and we have to save someone. And so we immediately have to go through the 4th floor, I think it is. So we're gonna do that by just going on this railing and just jumping, interacting with the door, and then trigger the cutscene. Then we were somehow too late. He's dead, but we're gonna grab the rope through a wall and just.
What?
Okay, I was a bit slow with my binds. I have binds just so I can use inventory items without having to pull up the inventory. Now we need to go to the basement. We just have to go past a
I'm
couple
so
of
scared
enemies.
right now.
This fine young chap.
Oh, I didn't do the dodge correctly. It's fine. I posted beta a little bit more to the left. That's fine.
Hey, shorty.
She good.
She good. I
Sure.
don't know that she might. I don't know that she is.
I think she's all right.
All right, we're gonna be coming up on a pretty big skip for the apartments, so I'll let Vane do it.
Yep. There's going to be something called a TV skip. We're going to be essentially leading this enemy over to a certain area. We're going to be jumping so that she wants to attack a certain part, and that will let her trigger a certain event here. So we can just jump through here and like skip a cutscene or something like that. I don't.
So you're intended to get this password for the elevator. You're supposed to go to the basement, grab a VHS tape, and play it on that TV. But now we don't have to make our way to the basement. So it skips a whole lot
I
of
find it
the
interesting
apartments.
how enemies can trigger things like that.
Yeah, we'll be doing that a couple of times throughout the run, is by abusing enemies into just hitting items for us. We're upcoming on our first boss fight here, which saving beforehand. I can easily die.
You're not gonna die. You're all good. Who's never been
Early,
scared.
first try.
Chillin'. So, this fight,
Who jinxed me? Who commentator's curse?
We got send die fates over here, damn.
oh my god. We want to be just strafing around this guy generally.
Oh my,
Just kind of locked in
he's
place.
being mean.
As long as you don't do that.
Hey,
He's reading.
He's
the
like
brief,
he's
bro. You
like
gotta stand
turning
still.
before he like fully stops
around.
towards me. This is what messes me up a bit. There we go. We have to do this song and
so
dance
now-
2 times.
Yeah, now we've got him in the brain destroyer.
the brained right. Okay, right.
And then
right.
after that first down, you have to make him kind of run towards you, or else he's just kind of invincible for no discernible reason.
There's Sawyer.
I don't think Sindark Fate's got the brain destroyer in his inventory right now. That's something you get later.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's until later.
Yeah.
So we just met up with the
Little bit of cry for
doctor,
your
and he's pretty much like, "Oh, you're not infected." So now the main game theory now is that this whole town is infected. The main game theory for now. Yeah.
That is just a theory, of course.
Just a theory. Also, that password's always the same for every playthrough you do, so you can just always type in 5247 instead of needing to call a number. Also, you hear a scary chainsaw. It's just an audio playing. There's like no enemy here.
I'm scared.
Oh, I'm so scared. Someone chasing me.
I'm scared. Help.
Help me.
Help me. Help.
Drop the basement key because we no longer. Also hear the frogs. I just call them frogs because they use their tongue to attack. Oh, see right past them.
Some crazy looking frogs.
Those are some crazy frogs.
Bro, they had those in my backyard growing up. You don't want to know.
Wow. That's interesting.
Like 3 a.m. just being so loud.
I guess before this upcoming section, to basically explain the story, we're just trying to just get home. That's kind of our main goal right now, is just get home to our mom.
Just go home.
Yeah, because
as we are in Sweden, and we play as Simon. All right, so we've already rehearsed this before, 1 through 9 for each of y'all.
All right, I'm gonna go 7.
I am also gonna go 7.
I took the words right out of my mouth. 7. Is it on the board?
Is it on the board?
It's on the board.
It is not on the board. It was 1. It was 1.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So for that password, it's always the same 3 digits, which is 279. It's always the last digit that's randomized. Gonna bait these crawlers. Well, we just put them
Yeah, where are these guys?
They're crawlers.
Don't worry about them.
Don't worry about
Chill.
them. We take care of them. I'm not sure if they're chill, but we take care of them.
I wouldn't
Look at 'em.
necessarily say that.
All right, we're gonna grab the lighter and the
Anyone still
shotgun. We need the lighter for a puzzle, quote unquote, coming up.
You won't
Now
be
we're
saying
just
that when
gonna
they
just
come on
wobble.
Hidden Heroes, Anarchy.
Be nice. Be nice.
Be nice Halloween.
It's be nice.
Nice
Okay.
Halloween.
True.
But since we grabbed the shotgun, it does spawn in the frog enemies. We can use the lighter in this room to light up an oil trail. Kill this enemy. Want to die. And then that'll perfectly time when the fire's over, just so we can get into this door to grab the tunnel key. Oh, hello,
That's
you're in my
the
way.
key, actually.
Oh, my B.
Oh, can you that looked like you got kind of like boosted by getting hit. Is that a thing?
No. Somewhat, there's one enemy you can technically get boosted by, but we won't see him until way later, like mid-game.
Okay.
Well, no.
No taken.
Well,
The dodge
all right,
just
so
looked like
second boss
fast
fight.
there.
This is Mace. We just have to electrocute the water 2 times, which we're going to cheat by getting on this little box.
Oh,
And the
so
reason
we
why you
have
need that,
cheaters
because
on
he
Hidden
swallowed the
Heroes
key
now.
for us to leave. So we're just going to, kind of do that.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
a beast, actually.
Is he called
Yeah.
Mace because he's holding a? He's holding a.
You know.
He's holding
one of those.
what are those things called? A mace.
3
Oh!
geniuses in a trench coat right now.
All right, we have the saw just so we can get the key from his stomach, which I'm going to try to do, and also enter the door. We did do pretty well. Grab a syringe here in the second nightmare sequence, which we have to B-hop to this corridor
I'm scared.
just so we can open up a wall.
Hey, why does it look like that?
Oh, let me see the... You don't know anything. What does this
That's
message
nice.
say? I never wanted this.
I'm so scared right now. These bacon walls. Well,
Oh no, there's hands grabbing me. You just have to take a certain path here. It's kind of like a maze. All right, now we're in chapter 3.
Wow. You read fast.
Wow.
Yummers.
oh.
I'm done. Finish dinner plate.
You have a great chat message that says this game is so sound.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I also wanted to
pretty
point
good.
that out.
It's pretty reverb in certain areas. Grab a syringe here, and hopefully I don't miss it.
Well, because reverb is scary.
Exactly.
It's true.
Because we're
guess.
scared right now.
I'm terrified, roughly.
I ignored
Alright.
my laughing. It's like that speed clip.
All right, so I'm gonna do a magic trick.
God.
Coming up here, I'm gonna make something disappear.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Oh,
I thought you were.
That's something also in just Gold Source Jank. You're just kind of able to just, if you stand in certain areas, you're able to just despawn enemies. And now our main goal is to just still, like, we're trying to make it to like the subway because we saw a map. That's all we're just trying to do right now.
hey,
Could be the time we're
speaking
actually
of
to be
things-
shooting because we have a shotgun now. AK, shooting these planks because it's slow to hit them with your saw blade. Here we go.
Anyway, hey,
Wait, what happened? What I missed? What? Hello?
Hello.
Wait, is this thing on?
Hey, is this thing on?
I feel like Anarchy should be saying that.
Hey, hello. Speaking of things that are disappearing, the spots to go to Awesome Games Done Quick 2026 are currently disappearing. It will be live in Pittsburgh, PA from January 4th through the 10th. Registration is currently open and a lot of people are registering and it's going to be a great time. So if you want to experience the event live and in person, make sure you register. You can also upgrade to a foil badge by November 1st, which would look a lot better than some of the things we're seeing in this game right now. So you can visit gdq.gg for more information on that.
Oil badges, not a lighting
game
bug,
looks-
guaranteed.
This game looks beautiful. I don't know.
Which be nice. Be nice to the Gold Source engine.
It's been
Okay, so something you
It
saw
Looks
me
like this
do.
game was
bro.
released yesterday.
Game was released. Yes.
right.
So pretty much what I did to get the M16 is that I pretty much just like ran past Saw Runner and just deloaded him by just going in and out of like the loading zone. Just so this is gonna be our main boss killing tool.
These little dudes. These little gremlins.
Oh yeah, those are like, I don't know what they're called. They just kind of explode when you like come in contact with them.
Okay.
Yeah. This game has
Was
enemies.
born one day ago and his only purpose is to explode. Noted.
Full of, I don't know.
This buddy is so cool with napalm. Heartbroken.
Just juke that Explodo baby. Oh yeah. Come up on our next
Right.
huge skip. Because now we're in a park and we're gonna be skipping a puzzle. Also, if I have to quit my syringe,
Yes.
let's find them.
So coming into Park Skip, we're gonna be jumping on a certain little statue over in this area. That, and then from there, we're gonna get on this tiny little wood fence, almost like a little like seam, and we're gonna hit this next loading zone a certain way, and that'll let us skip that puzzle I was talking about, like that.
Yeah, that's the main reason why we need the M16. Because if you do the park puzzle, you're supposed to get the hunting rifle. We skip all that. I need to kill this flying enemy right here.
My boy just chilling up there.
Get it up there.
Right.
Drop the knife since we no longer need it, and whip the phone.
Bro is nonchalant.
Bro is nonchalant. Bro is throwing it back on the bob. All right, I'm getting a phone call.
I'm
I
tired
don't
of
think he's
you.
doing all that.
Oh, I'm getting a call right now. Hello?
I'm tired of you. Hello.
I can't hear you.
Who is this?
Where are you?
How did you get my number? Can you help me? What the fuck is going on?
What the deuce is going on?
What the dude?
I'm asking the same thing.
You're
In the op park.
you're up on the roof?
Where are my ops?
I can't hear what you're saying. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Are you
Hello.
Bonjour, is this thing on? Ready. Now we need to find a key so we can access the, the apartments.
Hey,
So we're
I
gonna
would
go over here and
play-
grab a shovel. Oh, it's called a spade. My bad. It's not called a. I forgot where you're up. I guess that's what European. Guess that's what Europeans call
Claws,
shovels
dude.
over there. They call them spades.
Spade claws.
Spade claws. Okay.
If I
Wait.
was born in the UK.
Spade close.
And the digging spot's always the same, so it's over here. Oh, excuse me.
Yo, that's. I've heard that before.
I did not burp. You did not hear that.
No, that's not what I was saying. Close though. I'm glad you self-reported.
I'm surprised Anarchy didn't say her iconic line.
You are diseased, but that's because you're playing this game. So
It's true. This game is evil.
Simon probably
This
does
is
have a
disease.
disease.
Yeah, I mean,
too.
this has like corrupted Limeys SSD, so this game is evil.
Yeah.
This is a disease.
Oh heavens!
Another save before a skip where I can die.
I was gonna say, I believe we're coming up on something called a roof skip because we seem to be on a roof.
checks out.
So we're gonna be
I'm about
taking
to
a
do a skip
short,
that kills you. BRB.
short little spot to grab some ammo for an upcoming area. Then we're just gonna be doing a big dodge jump around this fence. A little unlucky.
Okay.
I do not have the experience, but I can assume this is probably a little difficult.
A little mean.
Source games are
A little finicky.
notoriously pretty easy to speed
I was too
run.
far right for that one. We're gonna give it one more try before we
Right.
just go the casual way. I would say this roof skip only saves from like 10 seconds. So it's like, gotta do some crazy stuff just to barely save any time in this game.
To deal with a lot of source games, I feel.
All right, we'll just do it casually.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. But we already have to grab that M60 ammo because next boss fight just eat some of those yummers. It's also going to be,
Breakfast.
this will be deciding our ending as well because this game has pretty much just two endings, a good ending and a bad ending. And we're going to be going for the good ending because it's faster.
Hey, what was that creature?
That's the
exploded?
bed. The bed. That's the flying bed.
Oh, okay.
That was a little like homunculus.
My creature.
Leave my friend alone.
No,
I'm
this is
sorry.
Carcass, and we're just gonna hope he doesn't
so sorry.
move. If game would like to load,
Moves immediately.
Oh dear.
and he moves immediately. Can you stand still?
Moves
No,
immediately.
come back.
Is he tied to like a hot air balloon?
Yes.
I've read a news story like this. The small child floating away in hot air balloon.
No.
All right.
Help
Drop my
him.
weapon. Just reload.
This is a whole episode of King of the Hill. What's happened to Bill?
Alrighty. Carcass down. There's a small little time save if I activate, like, there's like a pretty much an area to where you can just leave the boss fight, but we obviously can't do that because if we leave the boss fight, we get bad ending, and that's no goo. But you can pretty much kill Carcass, activate the like little area to leave the area, and you don't have to take an extra loading zone. All right, now we gotta get
Is
the.
there a specific reason the ending we choose is faster? Or is it just the like?
Yeah,
you
it's
do less
because the
stuff?
final boss for the bad ending is just slower. You have to do a lot more parkour, and you have to deal with waves of enemies like during the final section.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
Pretty much, Carcass is like the only like time loss you get compared to like the bad ending, just because you have to do a whole boss fight. But our second decision throughout the run won't really affect the timing at all.
Hey, we have an awesome
Now we're
chat
onto the
message.
subway, by the way.
I was also looking at that other awesome chat message.
Simon would rock King of the Hill, but I don't think Hank Hill could survive Cry of Fear.
So
That
true.
goes hard.
And you know what? Yeah, you know what? Sure, whatever.
Dave,
Worth.
as we're about to get the best weapon for new game runners.
Simon trying to print out a picture of a hot dog, and he's like, "Hello, hello, are you still there?"
Hello.
All right, so I know how we said we were supposed to go to the subway and we just kind of passed by it. Well, we need a fuse to get access to the subway for the electric door that requires a fuse. We got to go all the way to a college to go steal their fuse. All right, I got to be
Right.
careful here just because Saw Runner's after me.
Eek.
Oh, I dropped. It's fine.
This run's
As
taking me
long
back
as you
to the
keep
time
a
that I got
walking
chased in
pace, he cannot kill you.
I got chased in a haunted house by a guy holding a chainsaw once, and this run's taking me back there.
Hello, aim. And aim.
Hello.
Put spade claws on the mouse; it'll tear it up.
even look like bad aim. That just looked like the game didn't agree.
Just burgered you a little bit.
In a game, bro.
Should call us
Hey,
burgers
bro.
of fear.
Explaining cry fear to an American.
Burgers
Oh.
of fear.
Upcoming on some parkouring.
Okay, lock it
You
in.
could say even a parkour skip. Getting on this lamppost, dodge jump over to these rafters. We're gonna head a nice little dodge jump over across that fence. Very
Or you're
nice.
just the goat.
Easy.
It's not there. Now we're at the college, yay!
This dodge jumping in this game looks really like fun to move around with. Like just like getting to start like a hop chain with just like a good amount of speed like that, and just like having something just lunge around like that.
Yeah, it
is
seems kind of
always-
convenient. Low-key.
Yep.
I'd be messing with that.
Oh, I guess also never explained why the category is like no B-hop cap. So this game kind of
gonna
has a
ask about
speed
that.
limit where pretty much I think it's either 510 or 550 speed to where if you hit that like during your dodge jump and you land on the ground and try to B-hop, you'll just go back to 0 speed. So this kind of removes that.
Like anti-sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We're pro sauce over here.
We're pro swoush.
We are
All right, we stole the fuse and now we got to escape the school now. So we got to go back to the
This is what
front.
it's like going to college every day, in case you're curious.
Yep. I wouldn't know. We gotta grab the classroom key so we can gain access to the fire room exit key because it's only in that specific classroom for whatever reason. Don't,
I gotta
don't
get this
question.
no-no in education, bro.
I ain't learning anything here, dog. Look at my.
look at my school.
Look at my
dog.
look at my teachers, dog.
Look at my college, dog.
Look at my teachers, dog.
Look at my.
Oh, I didn't
teacher,
reload.
dog.
Awesome.
I'm failing.
Look at my teacher. There you go. Fire exit key. Now we're just able to leave the college and go back to
My
the subway.
school, dog.
Iconic.
Oh, that's awesome.
There we go. Now we just gotta backtrack to the subway, so there's not much. Besides just moving around.
Hey, speaking of things where you... Hey, this segue sucks. Hey, you can catch up on
Yeah.
past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons on youtube.com/GameSetQuick. So if you are watching this on YouTube right now, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. Shout out our GDQ VOD watchers. I love watching a VOD, I can't lie.
Yes, yes, yes.
Can we get a prime to console Anarchy about that segue? Go on.
Hey, yeah, that kind of
That's okay.
sucked.
No,
doesn't
it's
it?
fine. What segue? That was fine.
I guess that's true. It was kind of not a
Hey,
segue.
I guess yeah. You know, my attempt
In a
at
sense.
be nice Halloween turned out to be not nice. What can you do?
Sometimes you miss the nice.
You miss the shots.
This joke sucks too. Can we
Sometimes
get
you miss
another
100%
prime?
of the
need to
shots you
lock
take,
in
and that's
chat,
fine.
hey.
All right. Interact through the door right here. Also, I need to equip my pistol. Or did I binded it? Good. I remembered. I forgot what these enemies are called, but we're just gonna... They have balloon for heads, so we're just gonna call them balloon heads or something. I don't know. Yeah, maybe if I... But they're just gonna drop more Glock ammo, which we're gonna need. All right, now we're able to finally go home.
Yay!
Wow.
Just ignore the estimate. Just ignore the estimate.
Nothing is wrong.
Nothing is wrong.
Is that the end of the game?
Oh,
Right.
bad news. We need to make it to the other side of the subway. Oh, dang it. And there's a big meat thing that I can
Oh,
only
dang
describe it
it.
as. That's blocking our way to the other side of the subway. So we have to go open a
Oh,
door.
dear.
I missed the
Excuse me, a big what?
big meat guy. Like, it's literally just like a
Have you ever
thing
played a
of
war
like
game?
meat.
I believe it.
Grab a Glock
do
and
believe you, I
syringe through
just-
this wall. See if an enemy spawns here. We got to get rid of them because if you leave those enemies alive and you go to the next loading zone, you just insta-die. They're like the lulz.
What do you?
So now we're on a time limit. We got to make it to the door before time runs out. But surely with the power of bee hopping. That shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Power of B-hops and friendship.
Yes.
Well,
Right.
I don't know if Simon has any.
Simon, I'm your friend. Don't listen to
Hey,
this.
we're here. What?
How do I tell them that like Simon's like not real?
Whoa, man.
What?
I don't believe it.
Can we chill on goat?
All right.
Oh,
A guy named Simon.
Alrighty. Another ladder
Looks like
skip
a-
where we're just gonna we're just gonna take the damage.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
That
matter.
thing at the top of the screen looked like a Half-Life 2 barnacle.
Yeah, that's the thing that we need to get rid of so we can get to the other part of the subway.
That is kind of a big meat thing.
I wasn't wrong with how I described it. And you gotta bee-hop on these train tracks while avoiding
Why
other
does the
trains
train
that are
track
somehow
sound like
still in
that?
commission.
The footstep sound is kind of
I'm
Crunchy?
I like that.
It's kind of
Yeah,
crunchy.
that's a good word to describe it, though. That,
Yeah, wait. But speaking of
bones.
crunch, what's like our favorite like Halloween candy? You know, like
oh,
I
true,
don't
true,
ever
true, true.
speak the name of Crunch in my ears. Like,
I love Crunch a bunch. I don't know what's wrong with you. Don't like,
Right.
You
I
don't
had a
like
crunch
anything.
bar like once. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Okay,
I can mess with a crunch bar.
Right.
I see.
Okay.
Loki, the Airheads Extreme Ropes.
Okay, hungry.
Okay.
Call me Box the way I'm hungry.
Uh-huh.
You're done, first off. Second off, chat, share with us your favorite Halloween candy. I'm very
Chat, who
curious
hungry?
with the holiday coming.
Who's hungry?
I am hungry. I'll tell you that.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Man, this game is making me hungry. All right, there you go. I didn't die
This
from
game?
missing the jump.
Hey, what?
Hey, what?
What
Just
are you eating?
let me.
Oh,
oh, I
up
didn't.
here.
All right, there we
Hey,
go.
what?
If anything,
Also,
you're
I'm gonna
the-
give a warning for any cat lovers about to see a dead cat in this vent.
Oh
No.
A dead cat.
Bye, Pookie.
dear. There he is.
Yo,
Fun
I'm
fact: if
looking
you
in the
interact
clock, I
with
gotta
the
look
dead
away.
cat, like I think 3 or 5 times, you get the Hello Kitty outfit. So if you ever want to unlock Hello Kitty for Cry of Fear, that's how you do it.
That's beast.
That is gonna be.
Or did I just go the
Dude,
wrong
surely
way?
that's copyright as hell, right?
I went through the wrong vent. Right? I was like, that is not where I was supposed to go.
They worked it out on the remix. They figured it out.
They worked it out.
They figured it out.
Can't believe Simon's part of Sanrio.
That's awesome.
We're getting
My
some
favorite
good.
Sanrio character.
He's my favorite.
We're getting some
My
good candy
favorite.
here in the chat. We got.
I'm sorry, who said Twizzlers? I need to let me clean my
Hey, be
eyes
nice.
real quick.
Hey, be nice. Hey, be nice. I like a good Twizzler.
It is Be Nice Halloween, silly
Nice
me.
Halloween.
You can enjoy
My eyes.
awful
It's so
stuff.
We got candy corn pumpkins.
What?
Okay.
Okay, this. Chat, we gotta step it up a little bit.
Be nice.
Hey, let's be nice.
No.
We got
I respect
We got-
your choice.
Kit Kats. I rock with that heavy.
Yeah,
Kit Kats are the answer.
I'm a Kit Katter.
I'm a,
Oh dear.
anyway, so there's also Twix, but left Twix or right Twix though is my question I pose.
I feel like there's a right answer right now.
Yes, there's low-key a right answer here.
I could do a really bad bit here, but I won't. Where I get kicked off Hotfix by this one bad joke I can make.
Hey, you're on thin ice,
That's the
buddy.
best of us.
Yeah, me?
I thought I was the one getting struck out here. What?
All right, so we gotta follow the doctor who shot a guy just for whatever reason.
Dr. Fate's chasing down a doctor. Okay.
Ooh, and bad news. We now we gotta go find 2 fuses, and this is like the most infamous part of Cry of Fear is the backtracking section. We gotta go back to the apartments and the
Yes.
subway.
What?
To the other half of the subway that we just came
Gotta
from.
go all the way back down.
All the way back down.
We gotta go all the way back down.
All the way back down.
I don't know what this bit is.
So.
You're not a knower. You don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody
Those who
watched
know,
Call
skull
of Duty 4 at
emoji.
GDQ.
Let's see. We did get a left Twix. Me personally, that is the right answer. The answer is left
Yeah,
Twix.
I agree.
That's the
Yerp.
answer. You won. You're a winner.
You are a win.
You are a winner.
All right. Okay, thanks for getting in my way. So I need to go through this bus so I can get to the apartment, which we're gonna be going there first, just because we're gonna be setting up the biggest like glitch of this entire run over there.
Sorry, there's an awesome resub message from Bobby Berm that says candy corn tastes like stale plastic and disappointment.
W.
I just thought that was kind of
W.
awesome.
Bobby.
Hey, I'm trying to be so nice, but I kind of want to co-sign. I'm trying to be so nice.
Okay, Sindark has to
You
start
got the golden buzzer right there.
Not the witch.
Reese's is
boy.
better when it's in shapes. I'm inclined to agree. I like
When it's in shape?
Yeah, hey, whoa.
It's always in a shape. I'm not hating. That's like my
Different ways
favorite
to
candy. But like, what do you
we
mean
can't
in
have any
shape?
fun, dude. When it's a fun shape. I like-
Oh,
you
like the
yours when it's an
football,
egg?
like the pumpkin, like the Easter bunny,
Yeah, dude.
like Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, a tree, a Christmas tree. Because I'm not gonna lie, they put something in them in the Easter ones where it's just an egg.
Yeah.
They put something
Oh, they
in
put
those.
something in. Oh, they do.
there's something in there.
I get evil with it. I can't be around those.
You can't
be
trust me
evil.
with anything chocolate. You just can't.
It's like the red sauce that makes me harm myself and others.
What? Girl.
The red sauce.
Red 40.
It turns me evil.
Oh dear.
All right, so we're going to be doing another instance of letting an enemy hit a trigger just so we don't have to grab an item. We're going to duplicate this ladder. So we're just going to bring one of these hammermen over here. I'm going to just crouch at a specific part of this wall just so he misses. Hello, did they not follow me? Hello? Hit that follow button.
Hello.
Lock.
Twitch.tv/Sindark Fades.
Hit that follow
Lock
button.
in.
Oh, no. All right, let me just...
Now follow button, twin, not the streamer.
Not whatever is happening here. What is this?
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
I know I've had the game open for about an hour, and this is kind of the little scary part. I probably should have reset the game before we did this run because fun fact, if you run this game for more than an hour, the AI will sometimes just break and other fun things can happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens later on. Okay, so we're gonna be setting
we're
up
swimming in the mud.
water glitch here. Okay, I didn't get hit at that first time. All right, so basically I have tricked the game now into thinking that I am permanently in water, which means anytime I jump now, it does not consume any stamina, which means we'll pretty much be hopping throughout the rest of the run now.
Oh, huge.
Hey, I was trying to be so respectful of your explanation, but we have the greatest chat message ever. Maybe start digging in your wallet for a sub, twin.
Right.
W.
Yeah.
W message.
No way, yeah. W chat message.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a safety
the
save
Bobby.
here. I think this ladder only does 60 damage, but let me just double make sure. I don't want to die and we have to do a lot of other stuff.
Start digging in your wallet, twin.
Alrighty, Anarchy, you can start yapping about other things. We gotta just unskippable
That
like
is a long
floor
hallway.
dump.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
hella
we can't make it to that
Yes.
door until the doctor stops yapping. So we just gotta be chilling here.
Yes. Yes.
So speaking of people who are sweet like Candy and who are awesome that I love, Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. You can learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF, and you can also follow blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. The schedule is now out for Speeding Through the Holidays, as well as run applications to get into Back to Black 2026, which will be coming up faster than you know it. There's a whole lot of things going on that'll happen before you know it. I'm very, very excited. So yeah, support Black and Flash and our friends over there. Great space.
Yay.
Absolutely.
If we,
All right,
see you,
there's
if we
just,
don't see you in chat, we're gonna be mad. Oh.
Hey, what
Yeah,
is
there's-
that?
So you know like that. You know the first jump scare from like the game. That's like
That's him, yeah.
That's John
my God,
jump
that's a
scare
big
right there.
fan.
You're talking to.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You got booby traps?
that was an awesome.
Well, it
spot
wasn't really
dodge.
a booby trap. Like, he really didn't do anything. He was just kind of there. He kind of just showed up.
I've been watching chat for the past like 30 seconds, waiting for them to get mad at me for saying skibbity toilet on GDQ.
Oh, all right. So with
Hey,
that, we
it's
got
coming. It's on the way.
we got our second fuse. Woo!
I thought you were gonna say second strike.
Yay.
My heart started.
Yeah, you're done.
Oh, you're already getting the cane.
Hey, you're out.
Oh, okay. Also, there's Slenderman. You need to find his pages. If you just stare at him, you take damage.
Okay.
Fine. my baby.
Oh.
Let's see.
Now we just got to backtrack more, all the way back to the subway, so we can get the other fuse, so we can go on the train.
Train
This is all just so
time.
we can go home. Story time. Oh, you're still
Story
alive.
time. Oh, hey.
Oh, it's the frogs.
Yeah, they
Those are
live
our
here.
friends.
Where?
This ladder's long
Awesome
as hell.
ladder. This is
Yeah. Oh, that's not the longest ladder. You'll see the longest ladder.
Oh no.
And we can't shoot ladders our way past it. You know what I mean?
Hey, we're trying to play
it's
Eels
not
and
Oh, yeah,
fast
you
We
have
try to
take
play
the
shoots and
ladder
ladders
to-
after this, so I'm down for some ranked matches.
Dude, I'm literally rank 1 shoots and ladders in A. Like,
This
you're gonna
is- this
lose,
is-
bro.
This is true. Safety save, just because there's going to be a scary movement section upcoming. I need to pretty much bunny hop past like one enemy, and I can die if I do not. Owie.
Owie.
Sorry, I looked at chat and I immediately regretted it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm about to. You're done.
Yeah, like, what?
We all
Take care
saw
of this
that in
individual.
our mind
Yeah.
waves.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you got all like red buzzers. You're just out of America's Got
Yep,
Talent.
you're done forever. Yeah, you're done.
I'd,
Yep.
I'd give it a green buzzer. Personally.
You're the worst person we've ever had on the show.
It's Be Nice Halloween.
What is your name?
Name.
How old are you?
All right, we be hop.
This is the wrong game.
guy.
This is Cry of Fear, not Phasmophobia.
This is not.
What would you
Phasmophobia
do
gameplay.
with $1 million?
Play Cry of Fear, of course.
My cry
yes.
feared William times.
Play my free Steam game with $1 million.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not? This game is only free 99. Granted, you can
Yes.
pay to gain access to
Dude,
one
yes.
weapon that rarely
This game's pay
appears
to win?
in the single player. Yes,
No.
Oh.
dude. Well, we'll
Hey,
talk
man,
about the
don't
pay to
turn
win
around.
later.
There's Someone,
Hey, I don't think. Yeah, hey, you might
And
want
what
to.
did I just say?
Yo,
all right.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Gulp.
Don't.
I need to
All
get
right,
rid of
and
them for
on
when I.
out of nowhere, we're opening showrunner applications.
He's right behind me.
This is a joke.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
This is a
What?
joke.
All right, the game's coming for me.
You're done, buddy.
Yo, what's up with this with this guy in our ears, Loki? Okay, he's gone.
We need to find his pages.
He needs to find his pages.
Look,
Yeah,
man, I'm searching
been
as hard
gone.
as I can.
Let's book Slenderman.
Speaking of pages, if you're looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the Games Done Quick official Discord and add the hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events. You can also chat with staff and do other fun things like hang out with me and other showrunners. Use ! Discord in the Twitch chat for an invite and also more information. See, that was a decent segue.
That was a good one. I like
good.
pages. You still got a prime to help console Anarchy about that earlier one, though. Don't forget.
True.
Hey, I love a Twitch Prime.
Alrighty. We're on our way back. We can finally go home.
Hey, you're good.
That guy did not.
I got a
what you were
headache. I
doing.
need Benadryl.
This game like looks like if you took like 40 Benadryls and you started seeing the hat people.
Another safety
Yeah, we have
save,
the
just in
evil
case.
pharmaceuticals right now.
In case we yet
This is my
again find
medical
this,
induced
the
nightmare.
bee hop.
I wish I could be hub.
Well,
In real life or
In
like?
real life.
yeah,
In real life, yeah.
yeah, in real life, yeah.
Hey, where are you going with that? You're just gonna
Work.
you're going to
Who needs a car?
Dude, we used to dream of like flying cars in the 90s and stuff, and now we're talking about, man, I wish I could be. What does the world come to?
Bee hopping is like the coolest movement form ever in like anything.
True.
I don't know. I've rolled a Katamari once or twice, and like low key.
Okay.
Okay, right.
But imagine
I can
Katamari,
get- I
but
can
bee
find
hop.
that.
Katamari Half-Life
I think-
mod, yo.
Yeah, I think you actually almost like rolled up my town. That's what I was hearing the other
Yeah.
day.
Okay, that might be something.
This is something.
The lion does not concern itself with Jolene's town.
I walked outside and started hearing the best music ever composed for a video game, and I was really confused.
Hey, this show rocks. Hey, I love this place.
Love this place.
It's crazy you called us 3 no-nos in a trench coat to get
I-
to be.
Okay, listen.
We're listening.
Doesn't elaborate at all, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
My ears are closed.
Marty,
Hey, so
we're
there's
finally
a
at Thunder
schedule.
Train. We're going
Hey,
home.
there's...
We're going home.
Yay!
The water
Nothing
ghost
could
thing just being able to
happen.
persist
It
for the
convenience
entire game is
Simon.
crazy.
Okay, so you know how we got 2 fuses and we spent like 10ish minutes getting those 2 fuses?
Yeah.
We kind of have to get 2 fuses so we can go home.
Oh man.
Dude.
So, but I know a shortcut. I got a shortcut. I need to get the sledgehammer first, which is gonna be very useful for the rest of this run. I need this sledgehammer for like the rest of the run. Alrighty, so I'm gonna show you all my shortcut, so we don't have to do all that backtracking yet again. You know what I mean,
I'm set.
I'm sad. So I'm gonna use the
waiting.
sledgehammer at this wall right here.
Woo! Okay, I thought it would like blow. Okay. I thought it would like blow up.
All right, here's my shortcut.
Gonna drop everything?
I'm only gonna drop the sledgehammer. I lied about it being the most important thing. You only need it for that one section.
Cool. Good to know.
Are we doing nightmare skip upcoming here? Just skipping.
There's a pretty cool dodge jump to cut a corner over here. Big and scary. There you go.
Hey, wasn't like Mario in here one time? Wasn't there like a slide?
Yeah,
It looked like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that. All right, puzzle. We go left, right, and then middle twice. You're supposed to the clue is just the poem in the middle of the room. This padded room,
Sindar,
which
you're
they
a
threw me in.
genius.
Thank you. Now we had to go through a maze, the scary maze.
Oh, it's like a scary maze
Scary
game of sorts.
It's scary
Walls,
because you
okay.
can die.
Yeah, we're back to the
What?
bacon walls.
The bacon walls are back. Yummers.
These are the scary walls. Stop calling them bacon.
Are
So
those,
these
like,
enemies right there,
marbles
they
made out of
kill
bacon?
you.
Okay, right.
Also, if you're really good at the maze section with like your movement, if you literally have perfect movement, you can make like a really fast cycle, but that requires like perfect movement to make it past this one enemy. So we're at
okay.
the end of the maze now. We're just gonna be careful while loading into the cutscene.
Yay.
And boom, that shortcut led us all the way back here. You see, I told you I knew a shortcut.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to do all that backtrack.
Yay.
That's
Such a good
going through the
navigator.
Evil woods. I heard about that in like a Goosebumps book once.
Evil woods.
Now we got the 2 fuses, so we can go home finally. All right, but I am
Hey,
going to
man,
need
they're
full
lining
health
you
for
up.
this
How about a
next
fight, though?
ladder. We are going to have to use our syringes. I'm good on syringes. We don't need any more with this part of the run. As this is the biggest ladder, and you pretty much need full health. There we go.
Do you need
Nice.
to refill health as you take the fall damage there? Is that like,
No, that's just
Okay.
it's just saving time, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's just an optimization. Yeah, so that ladder
that.
does I think 92 damage, so pretty much have to be above that health threshold, where you just go boom. Don't die. All right, now we can put in the
There's
two
a much funnier
fuses.
number you could have said, and I'm disappointed.
You're done.
You could have just lied.
You're done. Yay!
It's been a wonderful journey.
All right, so I'm going to be using a thingy just to skip this unskippable cutscene. We're going to be fast forwarding it. We don't need to watch this movie.
Doing the impossible.
I would say there's 2 cutscenes you're allowed to do this throughout the run, and this is one of them. Oh, I'm on. There we go.
Bro, this is edited like a YouTube.
Skip.
Like,
That was
can we-
I mean, it did have.
for real?
Alrighty, so we need to grab a foot for whatever reason, because the train just stopped, even though
A
it's still
foot?
moving. Yeah, a foot. This is like,
okay.
I don't know, something,
okay,
something,
right.
subtle foreshadowing, something, something.
Right. Okay. Right.
And so we're going to be doing a cool little thing here. We're going to be doing another magic trick. We're going to be making
magic.
him disappear, and we're going to go out the train. We're done.
You're done.
So we can grab the foot right here, and now we can just make our way back to the front of the train.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I would have
Yeah,
done it
you're-
like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I would
would've
say
also
that's
exactly
a lot
like that.
faster just because you're able to, like, you know, actually b-hop, like, just like the fast movement instead of just
Yeah.
like sprinting and dealing with enemies. What button? It's on X. Okay. Alrighty, so the train kind of went off track.
Nice name.
So I'm gonna make a
That's-
safety
wow,
save for
surprising.
Oh
this,
dear.
just because I can get stuck during this escape sequence.
Loki, now that you mention it, real life b-hopping would be kind of beast, because, like, we wouldn't need trains. You can just go faster.
I know.
All right,
As long as
Some
the
people
safety's
get-
good.
Some people will get mad at it, but, like,
all right. Try to hit some b-hops while the cutscene's playing, and we didn't make it home all the way, so we're
No,
kind
you
of just
were
like
now
going
we're
around
in
the
evil
woods.
forest.
Yeah, we're kind of also
is the evil
this is like the worst level. This specific area is just the worst for b-hopping because there's like 50 billion trees in your way. But we're to interact through a door here just so we don't have to go all the way around.
Yay!
This specific section's a lot better for b-hopping because there's like a clear like path where there's like no tree.
Okay.
Nice.
I was about to say, like, potentially the contrary, that this looks like it would be kind of awful, but yeah, there's just like a full
Yeah,
path there.
that one specific screen is just bad just because there's. All right, now we got to be quick here because you hear a chainsaw, which means saw runner's
Oh, they're
back. So
chasing
we
you
got to
too.
grab this doorknob here. We can go open the door.
When I get so scared, I turn
He's just
blue.
chilling there, by the way.
I was gonna point it out.
I'm so scared I get.
It's like
blue.
the old like video of the kid who like is on the computer and his screen turns
Yeah.
blue and he starts screaming.
All right, we're gonna grab our
That's kind of what he
trusty
sounds like,
friend.
Loki.
That's kind of yeah.
So we're gonna be doing our last like item thingy mabob tour. We're tended to get some scissors to cut this rope, but we're just gonna let these people with knives do the work for us.
Genius.
Yeah, don't
I
ask
like
why.
the
There's
trick
just
name,
a
I don't think
TV.
about.
There's just like in the middle of like the forest, just hanged up to destroy that specific wall. All right, we got one jump scare lady.
Eek.
Some birds
All right.
on the way.
Now, upcoming on the scariest section of the run, doors.
Ah!
Owie.
Sorry. I'm
Get scared.
glad it didn't overreact.
I'm so glad.
Oh, you're about to be more
Yeah.
scared. You thought there was just one door? Oh.
Yeah, Loki.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
More doors! That Plinko me!
Plinko, you
It's you, Plinko.
And then these doors are doors of death.
Oh,
Kill you.
We have to jump over them or you die. They like kill you.
The scary.
Me when I'm
door.
bored.
Me when I'm bored. Except for this last door, it doesn't kill you. Oh, I need to be careful. I'm gonna take this part really
trick.
slowly. These are yet again doors that kill you.
You just get slammed so hard.
Yeah, you think you would just take damage? You just insta-die. You just explode.
Oh,
I'm gonna just
then
take
I'm
it.
so scared I turn blue again.
I'm so
Ignore me turning blue.
Dude, I pulled 65, but love this game. Okay.
Dude. Hello.
Yeah, he got a little scared by the doors.
Yo, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. Glad he didn't overreact.
Okay,
I'm glad he didn't overreact.
Oh, that rock ruined my B-hop. Now we see the doctor. Hey.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's kind of been a character, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, I like forgot that was the whole character this whole time.
Yeah, now we're going to insane.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
Like the
I'm
mental
just
hospital
Like, there's a
now
plot in
chase
this
after
game.
him. But we need to turn on the electricity. So we're gonna go turn on the electricity. Anyone would by interacting through a door through these stairs.
Yes.
And then I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a puzzle, but you just gotta know your AB. Oh, I went backwards.
Okay, and we expect you to know your ABCs, like.
We'll see if I know.
Hey,
Okay.
Dang.
Those are the ABCs.
Bang!
Loki, the doctor.
Okay. But before, we already know where the doctor is, but he's going to send us on a fetch quest to find his gun, which is in the bowling alley. So we're going to go to the bowling alley. Oh. Here is the gun that he wants. And this upcoming cutscene is pretty much going to be, I meant to equip. Okay.
I thought you were about to just like pick up a bowling pin.
The
right.
bowling pin.
Right.
No, we need to give him his gun. That's whatever reason near the bowling pin. All right,
Strike.
big unskippable cutscene. So I'm gonna turn on the light just so I can see my notes for this upcoming puzzle. I cannot see. It's dark in here.
You're crazy. I'm close enough. I can't. There's a big fucking...
That's a big old gate.
That's a big gate in the way.
Wait, oh, y'all, this cutscene's really amazing. So glad y'all are good.
You got it done. The subway. The guy you shot.
Remember?
I remember.
I want your new gun.
I wanted.
Oh, he's greedy.
That big ingredient.
Well, we got his new gun, and this is gonna give us the good ending because we're gonna trust the doctor.
I know.
We're also gonna be doing something. If I don't mess up the timing, we'll actually be duplicating the gun I'm gonna give him, so we can use it for the boss fight. Because it is a stronger pistol than the one we'll be using if we didn't do this. We'll see if I did it right once the camera changes. All right, it's on the ground. We did
Going
it
to
correctly.
the choice void.
And he's gonna repay us. Look at that. We gave him his gun. We're gonna get the key. We're all good friends. All right, he shot us.
Yay.
Oh,
All right, so our next boss fight is the doctor, so we need to get the password to the attic so we can go kill him.
Oh dear.
yeah, what? What the devil?
What I'm saying.
What? That was a really good cutscene, though. I can't lie. That was awesome. Oh.
Who would win in a
whoa.
fight, axe or wood?
Wood.
Yeah, I don't know why they die in 2 hits from wood.
Even I got a good stick.
All right, we just gotta sit in this room while this. So pretty much, you're intended to find 2 plates that have Roman numerals on them to tell you the phone number to call, so you can get the password. But we're only gonna use the left side of the plate because we're gonna look at the bottom left of it to see the digits that will tell us the phone number. Because it can only be 3 phone numbers that can be generated, which I have my notes for. So I got a gamer stance up to look at the pixels.
Lock it in, twin.
Okay.
Okay, I think that was that B, I.
You clearly were not stanced.
I don't think you.
It's B. I think. Actually, no, that's just 1. Okay. Oh, I may have mistyped it.
Yellow.
Hello.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
All right. I guessed the wrong one. I was wrong.
All right, wrap it up.
Okay,
reset?
we can get it. Don't reset.
We got time.
Hey, can we reset? Yeah.
There we go. It was. Yeah.
Bang.
So we're calling ourselves, by the way. You'll see. Once we look in this telescope.
You don't know your own phone number?
I forgot.
Bro.
I
I
forgot.
forgot. I forgot.
7739. Grab the pistol for the boss fight, and if my movement's good, I can make it past this without needing to kill her. Well, too bad, you're dead. Oh, you're here as well.
Okay, well,
Oh, hello.
hey. Hello.
I got other friends
Hello there.
here.
All right, I'm gonna need to use a syringe here. I just want to be safe for this boss fight, just because we're low health. I forgot that gunshot permanently changes your health to 66 if you choose the strong pistol.
Okay.
So we gotta play some hide and seek with the doctor. Oh,
He
I
sucks at
think I
this
found
game,
him.
bro.
I think I found
Having
him.
a shootout.
so pretty much the doctor can do two things. He'll either shoot at us or he'll move. And if he moves, we cannot hit him at all. We can only hit him while he's trying to shoot us. Skip this cutscene.
That was like a Family Guy cutaway.
Family
There
Guy
we
cut
go.
away. we killed the
that's
doctor,
really good.
and now we're going home. Actually, this is, like, no joke. We're actually just going home.
Yay.
Real this time?
Like, I'm not even like jossing. Go
I
home.
don't know.
Like on everything. We're going home. We're taking it home.
Everything.
No.
Okay, why is my French going to 0? I like you hop to the side.
Sorry, I ate them all.
Yeah, our bad.
I was really hungry.
Yummer.
Hey, we was talking about candy so
got-
much.
I
I
gotta
got,
get
Beautiful
food over
day.
I got greedy.
Okay, didn't get the rock.
My favorite candy is Syndark's FPS.
Yummers.
All right,
Yummer.
there is a skip for Lake, but my FPS during the section is not very nice, and it's actually FPS dependent. But I'll explain it while we're doing this boat ride. Pretty much, I would bring that left plate that we got for the phone number. So I'd bring it all the way over here. Then I would drop it, and then I would enter and I would exit and enter back the level, which would make the object physical now. So I can just jump over the wall, and you can just skip all this. It saves like a minute-ish. It's the most recent like skip. It's pretty much the biggest skip that was like found for this game recently. This area we've always tried to find
crazy.
a skip for. Yep.
Wow.
But you don't get to see this beautiful scenery.
Yeah, look at
over
that.
The,
Right.
the
Look at
void.
those
There's
trees
stick in there.
that totally aren't cut off. Look at the beautiful grass, and look at this wonderful, luscious water.
This is awesome.
Someone screenshot this and keep this as like your wallpaper. You ever seen those videos? Try not to make this your
serene, yeah.
wallpaper. This is one
Just
right
be like,
here.
I know a spot and bring you here.
No, it's-
Right.
Truth nuke.
it's okay. We're almost there. We're
that
halfway.
home?
We're halfway through the lane.
Okay, Ray, we're almost there.
It may not look like it because we're kind of just going through the void right now, but we're almost there.
Right. Someone's
Push.
Oh, I'm
Push.
getting tired.
You're not even the one
Yawn.
rowing. It's Simon.
Boring.
Oh, waiter,
fish
waiter.
Hop in.
Subway surfers, please.
Is this Silent
Dude,
Hill
can we
2?
do a? Can we
No,
do a Subway Surfers real
we have
fast?
to. We just docked at the docks, so we're done. We're done with the boat. No more boat.
Okay, so you're mad at me and hate me forever.
A little bit.
Someone making a funny point in the chat. Does this dude have to make this commute every day? And that's like, I mean, maybe
This
not
is
anymore at the
true.
skip. And you can do it in reverse.
Gotta avoid
Reverse
these
skip.
enemies. Have to make one trip underwater, which is sadly going to remove our water glitch. So pretty much once we resurface, we'll no longer be able to be hopped for free. It will cost stamina again.
Low-key kind of convenient that you don't have to do it until now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we just gotta swim so we can grab a key so we can go home. Because this somehow leads to our house, by the way.
We weren't home. I
Oh,
thought
you
that
don't
was
have a
system.
key for your own house?
And yeah,
No.
that one
To
too.
exit the
What?
sewers that we're in, we need a key to get out the sewers.
Oh.
My house got sewers under it.
Yours
Oh,
doesn't?
well, I didn't think about that.
I was gonna say, like,
I live in a medieval home.
oh,
You got like a moat?
Moat.
I got a moat. You're going in it, buddy. Keep it up.
no.
Alligators, no.
My gators in there. You better be wary.
I got my frogs in
We'll
there.
be extra
You
safe
disappointed
here,
me for the last time.
as this will be our
Can
last.
we not say, can we laugh at this guy in chat after me being dumb? Come on.
It's Be
Chill
Nice
on me.
Halloween.
Nice Halloween.
Ball runners chasing
speaking
us,
of
but I'm not sure if
Halloween-
his AI broke. Not sure. A lot of the time, his
Speaking of
AI
Halloween-
will just break because if you just make it past the corner, he just loses and he just gives up. But
Yay.
now we're done with
Hello.
water, but I'm so sad we lost our friend. Wait, what I missed? Let me read chat. I better see a heater. What happened?
Never put Dark Fates on the mic again, Loki.
What did I just say? Am I
So
stupid?
funny. You're gonna have to watch the VOD, bro. You're gonna
What
have
did
to
I
VOD
say?
review this one, Loki.
Bother review this one. I'm worried that I may
Anyways.
accidentally swore or I said something really like dumb.
No.
No, nothing like
no.
that.
Hey, the houses.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, now we're in
This looks
Kirksville.
like where I'd
Nice.
go trick or treating.
Okay,
Yeah.
my B hops are not.
Speaking of trick or treating,
Hey, and speaking of Halloween and trick or treating, Halloween is soon, and there's there's days until then. So if you're curious to find out what's coming up on Hotfix until then, check out this week's schedule, and you can also explore our full season lineup at gdq.gg/hotfix.
No,
This bit sucks.
that was awesome.
Alrighty. So last screen before we actually just make it to our house.
Yay!
I'm glad that this is not that this is where we live instead of the other place, though, Loki.
What, Sweden?
Rather, this looks quaint.
4 giggle no-nos.
Right.
Yep. You heard it here
I
first.
hope time soon.
Oh, it's coming up in like 2 minutes, but I'll miss this.
Oh, that's
No.
awesome.
All right, so plot twist. Here it's time for the big reveal on everything that's ever happened.
What?
We're finally home and we're ready to pick up this book. But
Me
we were actually
reading the
playing
book that
in the
kills you.
book the entire time. Simon was in a wheelchair the entire time, and he's been writing like all of his deep, like evil thoughts, which we're gonna kill right now. We're about to kill his deep evil thoughts right here. This is Book Simon, who's the final boss for the good ending.
Oh, he's like evil.
Whoa.
He's super evil.
Hey, this game is like real. What?
Okay, also ignore the, it's not like the stream or anything. I need to be low FPS. I need to be low FPS so I can move fast in the wheelchair.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
I see. 8 FPS. Awesome.
I was like, what? I was really about to go like,
Yeah.
hey, what?
Bro, is this your FOV or is his like?
Oh,
head
that's the
just
FOV.
like that?
Yeah, I increased my FOV so it looks a little funny here.
Right.
8 FPS
This
is crazy.
This is maybe the best possible way this run could have ended. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Now we just gotta shoot him 4 times. That's phase 1. He just has a pistol for that quote unquote first phase. This will be the last time we go. Actually, no, we'll be switching FPS again. Gotta be careful around this
Oh, thank
corner.
goodness.
It was us. We were the no-nos in a trench coat all along. Thank you, Chad.
All right, so we had a shotgun for that one, and then you know that pay to win I mentioned, and how if you were a
Oh,
member,
yeah.
he's gonna be using the weapon that you get for paying to win.
Oh, so he's like a cheater. Okay.
Not fair.
The final boss literally cheats by using the MP9 that you can only get by paying for.
Yes, dude. Is
All
that
right,
weapon
final-
even good in the speedrun context?
No, it's not, because it's always out of the way, and you don't need it.
Fair.
The Glock's your best friend for the run.
Yay.
All right, he's final part. He's gonna just spawn in randomly, and he's gonna just run at us with the sledgehammer.
All right, hit that flick. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
And time's coming up once the HUD disappears. And Time. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yay!
Nice job.
All right, we'll just go through all these credits while we go fast. We'll see if the game actually shows me my in-game time. I'm hoping it does. I'll go through my shouts while this is happening.
No.
So I'd like to obviously shout out Anarchy for having me on our show. Thank you. It's been it does mean a lot to show off this game, just because the previous 2 times I've tried to show off this game, I overslept. So I'm glad I've finally been able to do a showcase for. Okay, the screen didn't show correctly. It's fine. Obviously, like to give a shout out to Vane and Double Clash for joining me on comms.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. And obviously, huge shout out to the Cry for Your speedrunning community. This game is free if you're interested in learning, and there's plenty of guides and tutorials to learn this game. It's pretty fun if you like b-hopping and source movement. But that'll be it for my shoutouts. Oh, I guess twitch.tv/SyndarkFates and youtube.com/@SyndarkFates.
There you go.
Yay.
I was just about to ask where the people could find you. Commentary if you have any shoutouts. Now's the time.
I don't have too many. You can twitch.tv/Vane_SR, VaneSR.bsky.social. I stream sometimes. Other than
Currently
that, yeah.
Undertale GOAT. So if you're interested in Undertale runs,
very similar game to Cry of Fear. Undertale. I've been playing a lot of that.
dark indie game about depression, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm running maybe the opposite of this game right now, Katamari. They just released a new one. So if you want to see me run some LORP, then twitch.tv/ShovelClass. But yeah, go check out Syndark, a very good friend of me and Vane's, and is always a very fun time being on comms. So appreciate it.
It's true.
Yeah, this was awesome. I really enjoyed just getting roped in here. We really were the 4 giggle no-nos in a trench coat together. That was awesome. This was really, really good. So thank you so much, Syndark, alongside Vane and Shovelclaws. You guys are awesome. But with that, my friends, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break while we get. Hey Heroes, and welcome back to the Halloween Heroes episode of Hidden Heroes on GDQ Hotfix. This is, of course, a Hotfix show where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. First off, I want to shout out Syndark and company for that amazing run of Cry of Fear. That was amazing and just hilarious. So shout out to them. But before we get into the next run, I also want to do a quick shout out for Frame Fatales. Frame Fatales is a community of women and femmes who share a passion for speedrunning, gaming, and charity. In addition to their 2 flagship events, they host activities year-round in their community Discord, like Game of the Month and randomizer events. You can type !FF in chat to learn more and get involved. They also just wrapped up Fright Fatales this past weekend, which was absolutely amazing. A bunch of awesome women and femmes and spooky games. But starting off this Resident Evil block here through the end of Hidden Heroes and even into Express Lane after the show, I want to welcome on Erica Please doing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard any %. Good luck, have fun, and take it away.
All right, hello everybody. I'm Erica. Erica Please is my username here on Twitch, and I am a speedrunner of Resident Evil 7. Speedrun some other games, but this is my prime baby that I've speedran for a couple years now. New Game Plus is kind of my go-to, and if you've seen this run before in the past couple years, there's been a few wrinkles that have changed a little bit. So if you're really used to this run, because there's a lot of really talented runners who have run this lately, there might be some things that you're not quite used to, particularly in the out of bounds section of the game, which is kind of like the big spicy moment of the run. That being said, we have a 2.5 minute cutscene, so I'm going to go ahead and just start this and continue talking. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Isa Genki. If you know this game, if you know this run, the first 15 minutes is called the Guest House. It is a very animated section. You can't progress very fast doing it. So this section can be the bane of a lot of runners who do this whole game, because you screw up, you got to go all the way back and do these 15 minutes that there's no way to really do it faster. Just you got to push through the animated sequences. So there is another category called No Guest House, where people just start right before the Jack 1 fight. But that's not what we're doing here today. We're doing the full game, any percent style. This is the new game plus version, so I will be using perks like the Albert gun, the circular saw, infinite ammo, the walking shoes. Those are pretty much it for in terms of perks that you use on this run. But so I don't have to go around scrounging for a bunch of extra items, bullets, all that thing. The new game run is really fun, but the new game plus is probably a little more accessible, though you have to beat the game several times to get the perks that you need for this run. Hello, everybody. I'm seeing some names, some familiar faces. Thanks, Alan, for coming on by. And basically, we're still they're dumping a bunch of lore on us in this first 2.5 minutes. It's 2 minutes and 34 seconds, so we're literally about 1 minute exactly left to go in this. Once we get to this little section, you're just finding out. I have completely rewritten, out of the 1,200 times I've done this, I have completely rewritten the complete lore of this game to suit my own needs. This isn't a horror game. This isn't like some supernatural weird game. This is just Ethan and Mia Winters having a really elaborate getaway at a nice little quaint bed and breakfast in Louisiana. So, you know, this first section is just an elaborate game that they're playing with each other. And that's, you know, I'll let you fill in the blanks from there. So we're almost ready to take over. From this point forward, it's pretty much you're just holding down the shift key for the next 90 minutes or so that it'll take to beat this game, and pushing forward for the most part. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and away we go. And now we're just in like a hallway simulator for the next little bit. It's just following the path. At this point, you're trying your best to hug the walls without actually touching all the little bushes. You know, it can be hard when you're learning this game at first, because, you know, sometimes you're going through the bush a little bit, sometimes you're avoiding it. And so you gotta be real precise on what you're doing here, otherwise you'll lose time. And here's our first little glimpse. Oh, we got the daddy boost. So yeah, right there you may have seen my game jump forward a little bit, which is a little speed boost that is not something you should ever rely upon because it's very random. So we got a rare sighted daddy boost on this run through. Aren't we just lucky? There's no confirmed way on how to make the daddy boost happen. It just happens pretty randomly. So honestly, like, if you get it on a PB, it kind of hurts because you'll never get that, that time on that split again if you don't get the daddy boost. So, okay, what you see here is my first of many retry glitches. There's a few spots in this game where you do a retry, and they are planned in the game. And what you're trying to do, different retry glitches do different things. So this one right there, by doing the retry glitch where I did, actually gives you a speed boost. Your character is a little bit slow when you enter the house, and doing the retry right there is a way to get a little faster. And right here, we're doing the first frame rate skip, where if you drop your frames to 30 frames per second right there, you go through that crawl space a little bit faster. You kind of like blow through the animation that slows you down while you go through that. So you'll see me do that a couple times on the run, a frame rate change. Sometimes it depends when I'm doing it, but you'll see me just doing it. Probably not even really talking about it, but that is why you do it. And then retry glitches, to go back over those a little bit while we're just running through hallway. There are other times where you do the retry glitch to either load through an animation, like basically skipping a small little animation, or there's one time where you do the retry glitch to load in a little moldy boy, as I'll call them, who's hiding behind a door. Normally he falls from the ceiling when you go through the door, but by doing the retry, you are skipping the fall. All right, so now we're doing the Andre skip. Normally a corpse flies up from the water, but if you hug that right wall, just the right way, you skip that animation as well. Oh, we're just running, hallway. There's Mia, but we need to grab this first. Grabbing
Mia.
the bolt cutters to free Mia Winters. And here we go. The first of many forced animations where we're just kind of
イーサンだ。
waiting around for Mia Winters to let us move forward.
どういうことだ。君が呼んだんだろう。
違う、私じゃない。私が
Let's see. So we're going through right now,
あいつ他に誰かいるのか。一体何が。
just waiting, and now we got some control of her again. And whoop, we are going to get rid of our ID and preset our cursor. And again, now we're just stuck watching
どこに。
Mia walk through the hallway.
安全な場所。
So
どういうことか説明してくれ。
I'm seeing there's some choppiness. Unfortunately,
不明だった。
not much I can do
You're all good. It's all
about
もう
it.
そんなに経ってしまったの。
Okay. Oh, we are in Japanese audio. I'm just used to the Japanese audio. It is slightly the fastest voice acting for the speedrun. So, and I've done the Japanese version of this game, or of Japanese audio, for so long that there's a number of cues that I'm just used to hearing in Japanese. And when I try to play it in English, I have completely, I just don't even know what's happening. It throws off my timing hardcore in a couple spots. So, this is in Japanese. You're not gonna get a ton of time, but if you're looking to get a little tiny speed boost, running the voice audio in Japanese is technically the fastest.
私は知らない。
This is actually a good time to also talk about, speaking of Japanese version, American version, English.
私が知ってる。
If you are a fan of this game from years ago, you'll know that a lot of speedrunners ran what's called the Zero D version. That's CERO-D. People were running that because it was the fastest version of this game. In Japan, there are a lot of laws around graphic violence and things of that nature. So the Zero D version of this game, which was the Japanese release, cut down a bunch of gore, and it saves you literally 30 seconds. And that used to be the preferred version that runners would use. But the problem is, in the last year or two, Windows 11 came out, and Capcom has not updated the Zero D version as time has gone on, and basically Zero D is unplayable
覚えてる。
for anybody who has their PC as up to date as possible. So what this community did is basically just said Zero D is no longer preferable. You can still run it, but we're gonna add 30 seconds to the end of your run to make up for the time that you can no longer have. All right, I'm gonna do some pause buffering just to get. I'm listening for Mia's scream right there. It's like the one time in the game I really have to pay attention to the audio. And now we're getting ready to get a long extended section, preparing for the Mia 1 fight. This is all just Mia and Ethan Winters having a lovely, very coordinated, very consensual time together at this beautiful bed and breakfast. So nothing scary here. Nothing is scary here. This is just, just is what it is. This is just, we're having a fun time. This is a great, wonderful time. There's a knife involved. Just don't question it. This is all consensual. Okay, maybe not through the hand. And now the first little trick in this section is you're gonna run to her, chat. Run to her because you still loved her, and it speeds up this animation ever so slightly. And now you're just continuing on. Just let it happen. Don't fight anything. Don't push any buttons to fight. Just let this all just happen because we want it to, chat. All right. where we're a silly, goofy little time. This is. All right, she's gonna, bang her head against the wall. Fun fact, the actress who voiced Mia during this section actually did accidentally bump her head and hurt herself ever so slightly when recording this section. All right, so now she's in a little nap, and we gotta line up for the next trigger, which is just like tapping ever so slightly forward, just a little bit. There we go. And then you gotta wait just a little bit of time, like 3, 2, 1, up. And now we're entering the Mia 1 fight, which is just, hopefully you can swing her down with one swing of your axe here. Oh, look, there's a convenient axe right there. And hopefully we can clip through her and kind of one swing her. Oh, nope, that was bad. Nope, that was not good. We're gonna just save this. Oh, wow. I even got the animation even though I'm blocking. All right, that was not good, not great. Usually I just one swinger, but the most important thing is having her die right kind of in this area. As long as she dies in the hallway, the worst thing is like having her die in that room somewhere. And now I'm just gonna wait for a phone call. And there it is. This is the first time we get to meet Zoe, who apparently is, content on helping me escape. But what it really is a really elaborate polythruple combination between Mia, Zoe. It's just, it's a situationship. That's all. This is all just part of the thing there. I grabbed that thing. I'm going to do a retry right about there. And this just, again, gives you a little bit of a boost as you're going through the hallways here. It also does a little bit of a pushing you forward ever so slightly. Gonna go. If there's yellow tape, it must be important. Staple of Resident Evil games. At least in the later parts. Grab the fuse. Now we gotta go run, put this fuse back in. There we go. Now she's gonna pop around the corner. Blah! And continued times doing what Mia, does. Throw me on the wall. Now this is in the 0D version. She puts a scythe through your wrist. In the non-0D version, it's a screwdriver. Oh my gosh.
Youch.
That's one way that that it is a that this is the non-0D version. This is one of the first hints is this animation. And then, she's gonna chainsaw. Okay, things are getting a little weird now. That was a little much. That probably crossed the line. But there's my hand laying on the ground. In the 0D version, she doesn't cut the hand off. You still have the hand, it's just bleeding a little bit. So, she's just a little bit extra in the US version. I'm gonna completely ignore that hand though. It's fine. I'm just gonna pull out my trusty axe and prepare for Mia 2. The Mia 2 fight can again be a one-hit kill if you do this well. Hopefully I have better luck than that last time, that Mia 1 fight. Doing another little retry here, the top of the steps. Pushes me forward just ever so slightly. And we go up this ladder and start Mia 2. So we want to get ourselves aligned just right. And hopefully... Oh, didn't quite get it. There we go. 3 hits, okay. 3 hits, not the worst. Now I'm going to try to fling Mia. If you put the box into her... Oh! We didn't get a good fling. I'm sorry, chat. I failed you all. I have failed you all in my lack of getting Mia to fling. Some people can get her in that window when they fling her. Those are the real, true heroes of this game. Let's see. Now we wait for Jack to show up, and there's gonna be a thunk behind me, and I'm waiting for it. Waiting. There, I missed the thunk. Oh well. All right, so now that's the end of guest house. Normally you want to be under 15 minutes. It's a pretty good guest house. We are over that by about 15 seconds. Is what it is. Is what it is. And now we are preparing for the most famous Thanksgiving scene in all of video game lore, where we meet the Baker family. She's a little psycho, but I love her still. Yeah, we love Mia. You know, the things that she does with her hair is very magical. We do have like a good 4 to minute-ish cutscene here. We're preparing for the hallway section, which is the bane of every speedrunner's existence for this game. The hallway, as you'll see, it's easy for me to talk about now before it comes up, is you're trying to get past Jack, grab a hatch key, go to a door that's locked, interact with the door, get out of that interaction, turn around, try to get around Jack all as quickly as possible, but his behavior is very, very picky. He's got a small behavior tree in the hallway section that when you do it well, he acts as you want him to, and it's very easy to get around him, but there are ways, if you don't hit it just right, his behavior will change, and it can make your strategy change very quickly. So not only do you have to know hopefully how to get around him the quickest way possible, but then you also need to have a bunch of strategies in your back pocket on if he doesn't do what you want him to do, how do you still get around him as quickly as possible without losing too much time. This game's unskippable cutscenes hurt as an inspired. I will say that there is now a category and a mod to skip the cutscenes, and it's its own category now. I don't use it. It didn't work with 0D, and I've only in the last few months switched to the Steam version of this game. But there is now, Phantom, a way to skip the cutscenes, and there is its own category for using that mod. It has its own unique rules, which I've never really looked up though. So definitely, if you're interested in running this game, this is a very accessible game, I think, because you can learn it in stages. There, many sections of this game has like the soft, the easy, medium, and hard strats. So definitely, if you're thinking of speedrunning this game, give it a shot. And it's got a great community. All right, we're starting the hallway now, so I'm gonna be kind of a little locked in. You just kind of follow here, and then I'm gonna look to the right. Nope, didn't get it. Okay, Jack. I gotta get that key first. Okay, we got around him. Luckily, he gave me a pretty easy. We're gonna do a wall skip, probably. Nope, he's too close. I did not get the wall skip. I was hoping that he was so far down that hallway that I'd get the wall skip, but unfortunately not. That's fine. Okay. Well, we got past him. Not great. Not ideal, but still pretty fast.
All good.
You'll see a lot of speedrunners at this section kind of looking down, and what they're trying to do is, this section of the game is actually deceptively hard on your CPU. For some reason, the whole house wants to load in when you're in this tunnel, and by looking down, you can kind of cut some of that weight on your PC. And if you have your frames high enough for when you come out of that hole, you can actually get the phone skip. I never get the phone skip because this game is a little bit of pay to play, where if you don't have a PC good enough to really be able to get like 500 frames per second, you're not going to get the phone skip. It's like the one part of this game, this run, that requires ridiculously high frames. Now we're grabbing our stuff that we need. All right, getting my gun ammunition settled, triggering the deputy. If we did not look at that locked door, the deputy wouldn't have triggered right there. There's a magic spot on the floor where if you pass it, it triggers the deputy. So that's why we had to go look at the door after getting the hatch key so that we can trigger the deputy as fast as possible after loading up on our stuff. I saw that question again about Japanese. Japanese is just a slightly, the audio, the English, the Japanese voice acting is just a slightly faster version of this run through. It saves a little bit of time. It's not like a huge time save, but any little bit does save quite a bit. Now we're talking to this deputy, you know. This ain't the smartest deputy in the world, not gonna lie. But he, you know, he does his part by giving us the greatest weapon of all time, the knife, which, on this particular run, you only use once. You're gonna give you this, and then you use it to open the Jack 1 fight door, and then you never use it ever again. A pocket knife? All right, we're going to take that. Now it's time for Jack 1. Our first fight with Jack Baker, which, I don't know how best way to do it other than you're just trying to do damage to him in enough damage in certain spots. There's nothing like super fancy about this fight. I'm going to pop him with 3 shots, and then I'm going to do a 4th shot on him when he's grabbing his bigger shovel so that I stop an animation of his. So this door is going to close. He's going to walk up. And goodbye, deputy. He's lost his head, and I'm going to just fire 3 shots as I'm running away. All right, going to reload. Pop a shot right there as he's grabbing the shovel. And then pop 2 shots there. Gonna do some inventory management real quick during this animation. And then you're gonna pop him about when his head gets right there. Perfect. That's Jack 1 in a nutshell. He's got iframes, which is why you can't pop him until he's driving forward a certain point. But that's the Jack 1 fight. Now you gotta just pop him in some knees. Oh. That. I shot too early, got iframes. Alright. Phantom, you need the knife to free Mia and Zoe, but the fun fact is if you don't have the knife on you, at that point, it doesn't matter. You do not need the knife on you when you free Mia and Zoe. Unlocking this door is the only time you need the knife on you in this particular run, which is kind of silly. I pointed that out before when running this game. It's kind of silly. All right, we're going to start that animation while simultaneously getting this animation. We've got 2 animations going at once. And I'm just going to grab this bowl and continue on my day. Okay, did not get the wall skip, so I gotta go the longer way around. And now we gotta make sure, I have made sure I'm back on normal ammo and not the enhanced ammo. Okay, I also had to make sure I got my... I did not have my inventory quite right, but luckily I used that last animation of opening the door to set that right. So we're setting up now for what's called the out of bounds, but we're doing some errands first. And I'm not going to be able to talk a whole lot during this because this is a very complicated section. But basically, we are setting up and preparing for Jack to chase us. All right. So right when he throws me, I'm going to pop him in the leg. It's his left leg, on my right side. Gonna drop down. I'm gonna fire a couple shots, which freezes him upstairs for just a little bit longer. Reload. Put that in there. Get to about right there. Preset my cursor. All right. Now he's going to drop. I'm going to shoot here so he aggroes to me. All right. He is chasing me. I'm going to pop him in the gut. It's a very specific spot. So basically, Jack, at this point, all of his limbs have their own amount of health, and you are trying to... Oh, oh my God. Trying to get him... you don't want to do too much damage to any one limb because it'll kill him. So by spreading your shots to very specific parts of his body right there, you're ensuring that he won't die. Okay, aggroed him. Gonna go up here. Down about right here. Shoot him in the thigh. I'm gonna drop my frame rates to get past him a little bit easier. And set up our spot where he's gonna push us out of bounds when he tries to grab us right now. And that is the out of bounds. I'm gonna get all my ammo back to enhanced. And this is where things change a little bit. Normally you'd see me going off to the right in the old days, but we have rerouted this. And if you've seen it on Madhouse, their route is different than mine. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit... I want to take that a little bit careful so that I didn't freeze or drop out of bounds. All right, go up there, get our frames back to variable. Do this puzzle, which you do way later in the game. Oh, you see how the bed flung like that? That's actually not good. So we're gonna just do this puzzle again. If it flings fast, that's not good. Now I'm using the corner of that room to push myself down a little bit. We're gonna drop down, go down here. And now at Madhouse, you're going to the left. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna grab the scorpion key, and now we are halfway in the world, halfway out. But we're high enough, I can still interact with all the stuff. Gonna grab the red key card that you need much later. Grab the key that just came out of there. Gonna walk through some walls. You need to remember to put in the key right there, otherwise you can't leave after Jack 2. And I'm gonna use this stairwell to get me back to the right height. And as long as I don't... Oh, and that is the end of the out of bounds. So that is the out of bounds, the new out of bounds for New Game or New Game Plus.
Nice.
Now we're getting ready for Jack 2. This is a pretty simple fight. Just the trickiest thing about here is Jack has iframes for chunks of it. So it's just about knowing your cues on when you can actually hit him and hurt him. There we go. Good first hit. All right, want to get away from him. Do some inventory management. That's all going good. Grab the chainsaw. There we go, and there we go. That's the end of the Jack 2 fight. Easy breezy, but because this is the American version, it takes him forever to die. His feet are like walking around, having a good time. It's honestly, this is the most annoying time ad from doing the American version over Steam, is just waiting for Jack 2 to actually die. Yeah, Krusty, there are some runners who do this in German. It's for, unless you're getting into a certain bracket of speedrun, you're talking about milliseconds versus, at that point, Japanese versus the German version. I know Dynasty likes to run German, so you know, Dynasty is one of the goats of this game. I'm not gonna argue with Dynasty. But then again, Dynasty also likes Alan in the ship, so you know, I don't want to throw shade publicly in front of many people. But, you know, if you like Alan in this game, like, what are you doing in life? That's going to be clipped and sent to Dynasty. I just know it. All right. Oh, shoot. I gotta get through that door, set to here. All right, we are done with the house. Fun fact, because of the new routing on the out of bounds, Jack is still in this section of the house. He doesn't despawn in this part of the house because of how you get to Jack 2 now. So you can run into Jack before you leave the main house. Now we're just gonna trigger this phone call. And we got a couple minutes here to take it easy, relax a bit. All right. You're gonna beg to do a German run some point? I mean, I could. The problem is, T.I., if I do German, it's gonna throw off a couple of my cues, that's all. I'm so ingrained on the Japanese version at this point. It would be completely, it would hinder me personally if I use the German version. Dynasty mentioned. I love Dynasty. Any shit talking I do is out of pure love. He's been wonderful. The Resident Evil 7 community is a great community. It doesn't matter if you run on console or PC. Everyone I've met from the RE7 speedrun community have just been lovely beans. Everyone's been very helpful in learning the run if I have questions or if I'm having problems with the game. Just a wealth of knowledge and people who are willing to help you out. Okay, done with that phone call. Now we're going to the old house.
Real quick, before we move on, I do want to ask if we can take that wellness break early here, if that's fine.
Yeah. Do you want to take that right now then, or?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and pause and take a break right quick.
All right, we'll just go ahead right there. Alrighty.
Awesome. We are going to go. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hidden Heroes. We are, of course, in the middle of this Halloween episode of Hidden Heroes. We're getting started with this Resident Evil block that is going through the end of Hidden Heroes and even into Express Lane after the show. We are here with Erica, of course, doing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Take it away.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hopefully we've cleared up some things. We're going to get ready. We're going into the old house in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. First little thing we gotta do is take care of some bugs. This section is a lot of bugs. And just give me a moment here while I deal with some pest control problems here. Oh, there we go. So now we get to meet Marguerite Baker. We're gonna grab that shadow puzzle. There's gonna, normally if you're playing this as it was designed, you would be getting a flamethrower and doing a bunch of stuff. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is drop our graphics to 30 and get our circular saw out. And we're just going to wiggle that saw as we try to open that door and basically push our way through. Get our frames back to where they should be at variable. You should always want to get this game running on as high a frames as possible. And so here we go. Now we got to do a little shadow puzzle. Man, oh man. When you're jumping back into the game like that, it's amazing that little weird, like, what do my hands do? What do my hands do? If you don't like bugs, I'm sorry for this next part. As we go through this tiny little crawl space full of little centipedes. You'll notice I have my brightness and everything turned up and a lot of other settings turned way down. And I think this is the one section where you can really tell the difference when you're playing this. I'm trying to see as much as I can for the speed run. I'm not trying to do this for the horror vibes, and I think that's one section where, with your settings all turned down and brightness turned up, you can really see how much it affects the horror of the game. Grab the crank, which we'll be using quite a bit. Get rid of the bug. And now gotta go get ourselves a key on the opposite side of this whole level. Hopefully you're all getting a smoother stream, speaking of frames earlier. But now we gotta do a tricky little spot of getting around Marguerite. First we're gonna kill that hive. Sneaking by her by following a very precise... Oh, that was weird. Normally there's not a hive of bugs right there, but I did get past Marguerite without her spotting me somehow, even though I was getting massacred by bugs. Normally that hive of bugs is not swarming right there. Oh, but that bug was there. Gonna grab the crow key. And now we're getting ready for Marge 1. Marge 1 is a very quick fight. If you do it right, it is unlike on Knife Only or other, basically Knife Only. This is a 4-shot fight. I'm gonna pop her in the gut with the Albert and then swap to my Glock, where I'm gonna pop her 3 times also in the gut. If you pop her too high, it can force her to fall backwards, which is no bueno, because you can't shoot her if you can't see her. And so 1 shot with the Albert in the gut, followed by 3 quick pop shots, which you can only do the quick shot with the G19. All right. There we go. A little bit of weird input delay there, but that's pretty much that fight in a nutshell.
Nice.
Oh. Now we got, we're going to be grabbing this. Or this is just giving us instructions on what we're looking for. We're going to answer this. Now what we're going to be doing is called the lantern skip. Normally after this phone call, you got to go up the stairs a little bit more, see that there's a locked door, and go back down to Marguerite's lantern she's carrying her. But we're going to skip having to go up by going down, shooting up at the ceiling underneath where the locked door is, and that will trick the game into thinking I've looked at the locked door. It's called the lantern skip. It's a very, very easy skip to do, but it will be hard to really describe the exact spot. There's basically some paint spots on the ceiling that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to do the no-look drop. Got it. I'm one of the few people who still does the no-look drop. Most people actually turn and look at the hole before they drop down, which is by far the smarter thing to do. But I watched Catlink do the no-look drop, and I just haven't been able to. I just haven't done anything else ever since. If you don't do it right, you add about 15 seconds to your run, so it's a risky thing to do for a very little reward. But that's just what I do. Now we're getting ready for the March 2 fight, which is all about doing maximum damage and controlling her movement as much as possible. She's gonna pop out in a second here. Gonna pop her twice, grab the chainsaw the crap out of her right before she drops down, pop her in the face, reload. Look right here to control her. By looking where I did, it will cause her to pop back in that window, doing damage. Oh, something fucked up. I screwed up, chat. Oh, I didn't do the right amount of damage. So she is going to be anywhere in here now. She's probably below me. There she is. There's my beloved. There, and that is the March 2 fight. No. You didn't die. You faked me out. Oh, man. Okay. I can't get past her. They didn't do what I wanted to do during this animation. But oh well. Normally I get a safety. She is. This is probably the most grotesque creature in the fight, in the game. I'm just gonna grab this safety health. Well, I had to wait for this door to crumble anyway. It takes a second. But this fight is, it doesn't matter where you run it, Madhouse, normal, whatever. March 2 is the fight that can so easily get away with you. That and Jack 3. Jack 3 is also a very complicated fight, but it feels easier once you've got it down. The March 2 fight, it's all about doing the correct amount of damage before she hits certain trigger points. And so obviously, because she didn't behave how I wanted her to on the steps, I must not have done the right amount of damage before she dropped back down that window, is what I'm guessing. So it probably wasn't by much, but that's all it takes to screw up that fight, is just You're talking about a couple dozen hit points here and there. Now we are in this part of the house, which you're starting to get more of a feel for some of the weird stuff. We're gonna meet our friend Evie for the first time. Oh no.
こっちに来ないで
Weird child voice that we haven't heard before. What does it mean?
What?
Going down here, now we're getting this arm. Truly one of the more disgusting cutscenes, pulling this arm out of its socket.
多分これだな
And now we're gonna do, I mentioned this earlier, the retry glitch to make a moldy pop out from behind a door instead of falling from the ceiling. It's for this moldy right here. He is now behind the door instead of falling from the ceiling. Easy to dispatch and keep on moving about our day. Now we're just running out of here. I'm gonna close the doors behind me, which gives me like the most minuscule boost. Like tiny. Like unless you're at a certain point in the speedrun, there's no point in even doing it. We don't need to answer any more phone calls for the duration of this game, but we do have to trigger phone calls. So you're going to be seeing me next. Now that we're done with the old house, we're going to go back to the main house, pick up some items, but you're first going to see me make a detour to the trailer where I need to get the trailer telephone to start ringing to load in the basement. Otherwise, what I need won't be in the basement yet. So I don't need to go into the trailer. I just need to literally touch this corner of the trailer. And if the light on the porch comes on like it just did, that means I've successfully triggered the phone call and the basement is loaded into what I need. So once more into the breach, dear friends. Normally you have to go back into the basement a couple of times, but because of the out of bounds glitch, we've got everything else we need from here. All we need is the snake key and we are done with the basement.
Nice.
Yes, and we're gonna run into one of my favorite elements, Grandma here. Now, if you know the game, you know the story on Grandma. But I do love on my first playthrough finding Grandma in all the different places. All right, we're gonna do a frame drop here down to 30, so we can just walk right through this mold without having to even deal with them. That's a good spot also to talk about the fact that this game is ran by the in-game timer. So even though speedrunners will have a timer playing while playing this game, that timer means nothing. All that matters is what the in-game timer says at the end of your run. So really, it really doesn't matter what happens with your pausing because the in-game timer is paused. That being said, there are rules about how many times or how long you can be paused. They've recently changed the rules, so basically you have 3 minutes of pause time in one run. Used to be you could only pause at the... Oh, wow, did not kill him. You could only pause at designated moments and strats, but that recently the moderators changed that, so you can pause technically at any time, but you do have like a little 3 minutes of time that you can be in that state before you have an invalid run. All right, now we're gonna get into here using the snake key. Get rid of my walking shoes because I don't need them for a while. My least favorite shadow puzzle in the entire game, the giant. It's finicky. I hate it. I don't know. It's my least favorite shadow puzzle in the entire game. But did pretty well there. Get the blue key card so we can go meet our friend Lucas. There we go. Now we're about to go meet our friend Lucas. And Lucas is an interesting character. He's probably my favorite in the English version. My favorite voice actor for the English rendition of this game. But he's like, in my opinion, the most truly actual evil character in this game. Whereas some of the other, like Evelyn is like this weird bioweapon thing that doesn't know any better sometimes because of her emotional immaturity. Lucas is just like plain old evil. All right, got those successfully done. I like to switch to this weapon for this next section because I call it the shooting gallery. Okay, we were originally going to pause right there, but we've already taken the pause, so we're continuing on to. This is the most famous P-break cutscene in the run. We are about halfway through the run, give or take, and this is a very popular animated sequence to just go to the bathroom, refill your drinks, whatever, because you do nothing for like 4 minutes here. It looks like everyone is saying that the stream is in better shape, so good. Thankfully, good work, everybody working together on that one.
Yeah, we are here having a great time. This run has been very, very interesting so far. This is a very good game.
Yeah, I love this game. I mean, I've played it like close to 1,300 times at this point. I hope I still enjoy this game. I didn't start doing speedrunning. I didn't start playing horror games until I was a Twitch streamer, and then it was like one of those, like Halloween time, and people want me to play horror games, and then Alien Isolation and this game are the two games, my first Halloween that I really like got into scary games, and for a while I did just horror games, but this is not the first game I ever speedran though. The first game I ever speedran was Day of the Tentacle, which is a 90s point and click. It's the successor, the sequel to Maniac Mansion. Not many people know about Day of the Tentacle. A lot of people have heard of Maniac Mansion. Day of the Tentacle is not... It's a lot goofier than Maniac Mansion in a more like kid-friendly way, but it is a really good game. And I can speedrun that in like 20 or 25 minutes or so. But I do recommend Day of the Tentacle if you haven't played it. Oh, God, we're still talking, Lucas. Okay, we're almost done. And then we're going to enter what's called the shooting gallery. He's placed a lot of bombs with tripwires, and I'm just going to shoot the bombs to get past them as quickly as possible. I just like having the gun with 10 bullets in it because it doesn't matter the damage I'm doing. It just matters that I shoot the bombs. All right, so here we go. Got the first two done. This one's a tight angle. Oh, there we go. And that one, and there we go. Avoiding. There's one more tripwire in there, but there's no point in getting it as long as you avoid it. And we're gonna take a bomb to the face as we walk through this door. We're fine because blocking denies bomb damage to you. And Lucas wants me to try entering a whole bunch of different combinations, but my goal is to get out of this as fast as possible. Yeah, he's gonna keep offering. Well, go on, take a chance. You never know. No, I want to get out of this, and while we're waiting for the trap to go, I'm gonna get rid of everything. Get rid of all these keys. Get rid of this knife I no longer need. I'm putting things away in a very specific order. There goes that trap. This door is gonna open, and I'm gonna do a retry glitch right there. As soon as you see the autosave in the upper left corner, that just loads you in a little bit faster. It skips a little bit of that animation of that door opening. It saves it like a little tiny bit of time. Oh, I did not successfully shoot that tripwire, but oh well. Now we're getting ready for the barn fight. This fight is super simple. While a moldy is descending from the elevator that's right in front of me, you're just shooting it, hopefully doing enough damage. It requires a lot of reload canceling of more than any other fight in the game. So you'll see me block after I've started reload animation, and the block cancels out the rest of the animation so I can get back to shooting as fast as possible. So here he comes. 2, 3. Come on. There we go. Oh, and I shot the door. This is already... All right. Not great. But we actually got him in one shot once it opened up. So I don't know how I did that because I feel like I shot the door instead of him a few times and I didn't get as many shots as I wanted. All right, we're going to get rid of all these perk items. When you discard perk items in the middle of nowhere away from an item box, they go all the way back to the item box anyway. So I am now completely bare of anything. And how you know that was a good barn fight is when the door finally opened up, I shot him in the leg, which is where you want to hit him on that shot, to get the quick fall down and explosion, which he did, which is exactly what you want. When that door opens up, one shot in the thigh and get the quick animation, and that means it was a good barn fight. So despite the fact that I felt like I missed a lot of shots, I still got a good barn fight, so I'll take it.
A win is a win.
Yes, a win is a win, even when it's ugly. All right. I already know this code. Fun fact, if you try to enter the code early, the game will change it on you. So don't do it. And we are now in Lucas's little funhouse area. We actually saved a good amount of time there from normal. All right. Now we got a little cutscene here. Again, listen to Lucas loves the sound of his own voice. And normally, if you're playing this how you're actually intended to, there's a videotape hopefully you played before getting here that kind of gave you the heads up on how to get past this section. But it's just a series of puzzles that are very simple once you're speedrunning it. And light the candle again. Get that. Set my cursor. Did not get the quick door. And then there's this combo, which is just loser. I'm listening to the clicks. So just give me a moment here. There we go. Get the valve. We got extinguish my candle to put on the valve. Then we need to go relight our candle for the third time, but the water pressure's now off. And that is the funhouse here. Gotta just put this in the cake. That was a really good putting the item in the birthday cake. There was like almost zero animation pull. So, that explodes. We get ready to, some dynamite is gonna drop from the ceiling. Grab that, put it in here. And next up on the list is Jack 3, the third and final Jack fight. Basically, I'm just kind of getting to a spot where the explosion isn't going to hurt me. And I'm as close as I can probably get without that, so that when it explodes, like that, I can just get through. If you do that fast enough, you don't get stopped by animation lag. Normally, it like slows you down when you're walking through that. So the faster you can do that, the better for everybody. All right, I'm restocked on everything, and if I've done all my inventory management correctly throughout the whole game, I know exactly where all my items are on me, and they're all set up for usage for the rest of the game, which they appeared to be so when I put them back into my inventory. So now we're just on a slow trudge to Jack 3, Boathouse Jack as I used to call him. Lucas also seems to have watched a few too many Michael Bay movies. Look, that Saw, maybe watched a little too much Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, maybe. All right. Come on, there we go. There's 3 Jacks and 7 evil residents in this game. Look, there is no end to the residents of evil in this game, okay? The evil residents were the friends we made along the way. And we're gonna ignore all these molies behind me or to the left of me. We are gonna shoot this little guy. But you gotta wait for iframes. So you gotta do ever so slight delay. and we didn't get the guy dropping from the ceiling, which happens most of the time. He doesn't drop, but you know, sometimes he drops. This is what we were talking about earlier. You need a knife to cut Zoe free. I do not have the knife on. It's not on my inventory. It's back in the item box. But look, there's the knife. Just came out of nowhere. Isn't that wild?
What?
You didn't actually. Yeah, you didn't need the knife at all. I feel lied to. All right, give her the ingredients. And now we got to go downstairs. To make her go a little bit faster, you go all the way down here, touch the right side of this item box. Don't interact with it, just kind of get near it. And she makes the serum just ever so slightly faster. All right, Boathouse Jack. The fight to end all fights. The two most important shots in the game are the start of this fight. If you don't hit if you don't hit these first two shots, it makes this fight even more tedious than it already is. So hopefully I don't miss. The second shot is aiming for an eye on the bottom of his tail. That is really hard to get to. So I'm going to aim for that. Got it. Now you're just doing cleanup work, taking out his eyes one by one. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ah. That was... I'm so out of rhythm now. I got out of rhythm, chat. I got out of rhythm.
I trust in the process, though.
Yeah, we'll get through it. We're fine. We'll get this. It's all... All right. We're back in our rhythm. We lost a bunch of time, but oh well. He's gonna be all huffy and puffy. I'm just gonna get things set up for later. There we go. So good job getting back on track. But I missed a shot or whatever. And through the whole this fight is so about the rhythm of it. And it's so easy to just completely fall out of the rhythm if you just miss a shot or don't take out an eye when you're used to taking it out. This fight can devolve very fast. Oh, wait, he's not dead. What? No, that's wild. Oh, my goodness. I have to use a serum to get him to go away? Fine, if you say so, Zoe. That's not going to come back to haunt me in 2 minutes from now. All right. Yep. Now we're coming to the most useless illusion of choice moment in this entire franchise. We're going to be given the option to save Zoe, this random lady who we just met like 56 minutes ago, or my wife of 3 years, who's been missing for 3 years. Who would I ever choose to save right now? Well, let me tell you, chat, if you choose Zoe, you're going to hate life. Because not only does she, this is going to be a spoiler alert, it doesn't end well for her if you pick her anyway, but then it adds a boss fight. And because we're doing any percent, we're not trying to add a boss fight. So we're just going to choose Mia, say, goodbye, Zoe, das vidanya, bon nuit, Wiedersehen. Yes, get out of here. And now, if you didn't go to the bathroom on the first pee break with Lucas, here's another great opportunity to go to the bathroom, get some drinks, get some snacks, do whatever you need to do, because we got a few minutes to just chill for a little bit again. Sweet, delicious nectarine called water.
While we are doing that, though, I do quickly want to shout out G Queer, which is starting this Friday, October 31st. And I'll be running all weekend through November 2nd. During this event, we are going to be celebrating queer and LGBTQIA plus runners starting at 1 p.m. Eastern each day. And we will be benefiting Lambda Legal Defense and Education Fund. It's going to be a really, really fun event with a lot of really awesome people involved. And I know a lot of people are excited for it. So make sure you tune in on Friday.
Amazing. Awesome. JD Queer, I love that. Regali says the DLC says she's fine. It's true. Lore-wise, Zoe is fine. You know, I do think the end of Zoe is probably my favorite DLC because who doesn't like doing like power wrestling maneuvers on moldies for a few hours and just punching the crap out of things? I mean, there's no lack of evidence on why picking Zoe just seems silly, or like her reaction to you picking your wife, the woman who you have sworn to protect through sickness and health, and all of a sudden Zoe's like, how could you do it? I know I told you to use a serum on my father, but how could you do it? Well, you'll get your serum later in a DLC, Zoe, don't worry. And all of a sudden things go wild, moldy things, and there we go. And now we get to play as Mia Winters for a little while. The most disorienting change of character. This is, I will say, I like to address the fact that most people loathe this next section of the game. The ship is, I think, pretty routinely described as the worst part of this game. It's like you just beat Jack. It feels like you beat the game because he is an incredibly hard boss the first time you face him. And now the game isn't over. You're in this weird area. All of the rest of the game is contained into a very minute area. Even though there's like 3-4 different sections, it's all kind of in the same property. And now you're in this weird space. But the thing is, this is where you get a lot of lore dump. Obviously, with the speed run, we ain't getting any lore dump because I'm not, unless you're doing the Hundo run. The Hundo run, you'll get all that lore, but I care nothing of the lore on this particular category. So it's a frustrating section if you don't have a route, but once you have the speed run of it, like the section is really like, it's fine. It's actually kind of a nice place to catch your breath a little bit after Marguerite 2 through Jack 3. This is a nice section to kind of, you can't drop your attention span too hard because you'll make silly mistakes, and believe you me, I've made some silly mistakes in the ship, but it is considerably easier compared to the last like 20 minutes of this game. So I will take the ease, and there's some interesting skips that we will be doing. Primarily the Alan 1 and 2 skip. Again, this guy named Dynasty, who's the GOAT of this game, really likes Alan. I do not. I say really mean things about Alan that I will refrain from saying. But if you've ever seen Jurassic Park 3, there is a scene where Alan Grant looks over and sees a velociraptor look at him and say, Alan. And I can't not think of that scene every time I see Alan's face in this game. So maybe that's where my hatred of Alan comes from, is maybe just being disappointed in Jurassic Park 3, which is a whole other conversation. But this is just, again, we're back in the hallway simulator. I'm going to use the retry here once we hit. There we go. This skips the drop down animation. You just start running forward again. And, I mean, this is where you find out, like, what the heck is going on in the game. If you're actually going through the whole ship and finding out all the lore documents, you really do, like, understand, okay, everything you knew about this game, everything that we understood, us versus the Bakers, was a lie. It's really us versus Evie here. And, you know, that's fine. It is what it is. Oh, sorry, moving my mouse pad up a little bit. And we don't get... There's a lot about this game that doesn't get fully explained, but just hinted at. And then I think the franchise did a little bit of disservice in 8 in kind of rewriting or getting a little. There's a weird disconnect with the lore that's in this game versus what 8 is saying this game is. That has kind of tarnished a little bit. I wish the organization that was responsible for Eevee here was a little more made, I don't know, prominent in the franchise, or it just seems like a half-baked aspect of this game is the organization that Mia worked for in this game. I mean, there's information about her work with them, but I just feel like 8 had a chance to give us more, and it didn't. So, all right, now we're just going up. We're about to have a big old flashback sequence as told by a VHS tape. The game uses VHS tapes to tell you flashbacks a lot, but until now, we have ignored them all. This is the only VHS tape you have to use to progress the plot. And now we get to meet Alan. Would you say that they remolded the lore? Hey-oh! Ba-doom-tsh. Was it not Umbrella? No. Well, it's a group called The Connection. I don't know. It's messy. And 8, well, that's the thing with 8 then. They kind of get into some weird lore. I don't know. That's a whole other topic. We could get on a whole long train for the rest of this run about that. But Alan here, he ate too much shrimp. He's allergic to shellfish. I tell him every time, Alan, stop eating shellfish. You're gonna get sick. He gets sick anyway. So he sends Mia Winters, to go do his work because he's too sick. He's got a tum-tum, a little sick little tum-tum. And so we're just gonna keep going now. And the first Alan skip is immediate. What we're going to do is trigger looking at this pile of mold, but try to leave the room as quickly as possible. And if you do it quick enough, you skip having to talk to Alan, because who wants to talk to Alan? And we got it. Alan 1 successfully skipped. We don't want to... If you don't get that, it literally adds 17 seconds because you're stuck in that room while he's talking. And no one wants to be stuck in a room listening to Alan talk for longer than we have to.
Nice job.
All right, we're going to hit the elevator button. And while we're waiting for the Alan did nothing wrong, Kaldar, I will ban you in my channel. That's a friend of mine, don't worry. He's one of my mods. He's used to hassling me. All right. Now we're gonna shoot this moldy right there. Take out his leg right there. Good elevator. Set my cursor. And there we go. Yeah, Rockworm, trust me, I have rewritten everything about this. So like, if you want to find out all the real juice of what this game is actually about, come hang out with me. I still run this game quite a lot. I'm currently 19th on the leaderboard. I know I got a few more spots I can get up if I just, have that run. I have that run in me. I just gotta pull it off, execute. So, I still run this game a lot as it feels. So if you want to find out more, all right. Oh, there's like an input delay putting that bomb down. That bomb I put down is for the Alan 2 skip that is coming later. But I don't know if I got that in the right spot because that weird input delay. Grab a thing. Oh, nah. There we go. All right. The reason you see me shooting right there is because I didn't have full ammunition and I can't hit reload, otherwise it'll make that bomb explode, which I don't want yet. So I need to fire my way into reloading at that particular spot. You may have seen me, I was just walking around to trigger Evelyn right there. I don't know if I'm in the right spot. I might not get Alan 2 right now. Yeah, that bomb is way too far. Yeah. Yep, too far away. Alan 2 failed, but Alan 2 is not as much of a time save. It's like 3 or 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. comparatively to the 17 seconds of Alan 1. It just, that bomb will blow you through the door so you can keep moving forward. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Harry, you're alive and a horrible shot. That's how I feel just now. I missed so many shots right there. See, that's what I'm saying, though, about the ship. It's so easy to, Oh, I did not get the guy to drop right there. That's different. Huh. Okay. I've never not had one of those moldies. There's supposed to be 2 moldies that come up from the ground. Or fall from the ceiling, whichever. And... oh, there you are.
Huh. You could say
that was weird.
That's never happened before. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm still processing that one. Huh. It is, you know, as speedrunners know, sometimes you like experience things in this game, you're just like, what was that? Every once in a while, there's like, I don't know, I've had so many weird glitches that I accidentally pull off. But anyway, now we're just running through to get to the end of this flashback. Just running a particular route. Nothing special about it. No fancy tricks. Just gotta know your lines. And some of the lines on the ship are deceptive. But, oh look, it's Alan. He got here somehow ahead of us. And he's not looking good. Alan, what did I tell you? It's the shellfish, man. You really gotta lay off the shellfish. Do you need to go to the bathroom? I know it feels like you're dying, Alan, but you're fine. It's just you're allergic. Well, you're allergic. You're fine. We'll get you. Just lay down. You shouldn't be up and about. Oh, Alan, and here he goes. Oh God. That's not the color skin you should. Oh, yeah. There's the shellfish. There's the shrimp. the all you can eat buffet, Alan. Really? Yeah, and he's gone. Alan, you just, you gotta toughen up. You just gotta toughen up. I always think those are some badass boots that Evie's wearing. Where does she get such badass boots from? As like a little 8-year-old or whatever age she is.
Those are nice.
This is why you always carry an EpiPen. It's true. One of the weirdest like little cutscenes. Like, I get it, but why do we have to fade to black for like a second there? All right. And now, one of my favorite silly little things to do with a bomb. I use a bomb to push myself forward ever so slightly. This isn't a major time save, chat. Don't worry. But I'm going to put this bomb and use it to propel myself forward ever so slightly to make that guy blow up ever so slightly faster. Not a huge time save. You're not going to shave off 5 seconds from your run, but it's fun. All right. That is the one cutscene right there that you can in-game cut without any special modifications. Oh, look, we're back in the present day. Now, do you remember? Yes, Evelyn, I remember. And then we can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family. And it always reminds me of Bret Hart. If there's any wrestling fans, that line by Mia, we were never a family, we'll never be a family. He's like, I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. That's what that line reminds me of every single time. 1,300 runs later. All right. Now we're just running around. We gotta get a lug wrench, which is way up here. And we gotta fix the elevator to get to the basement, to get to our husband, who's currently getting cocooned like an alien movie in the basement. How do I know that? People told me. Now there's a computer right there that you can totally see that from, but I don't care. Grabbing the lug wrench. Now we're gonna do a huge drop because this feels safe. Whee! Putting the lug wrench in. All that running around for one item to be used so fast. All right. Now, there's a thing called a God door. I have not been getting the God door for so long that I'm not even gonna bother explaining it, but you can maybe get through that door after grabbing that acid. I gotta go back and work that section because I have not gotten the God door in a while, and it's embarrassing. It's not a huge time save. It's like, 2 seconds, but I'm gonna grab this fuse from earlier. Just block my way through that moldy. Some people grab a bomb to use that moldy, which is the fastest strat, but like I said earlier, there are strats like easy, medium, hard. Okay, now I'm gonna do the retry glitch, which pushes me to right here instead of all that animation of standing up. This game has so many sections of like easy, medium, hard strats, and that's what makes it great, in my opinion, is that you can build up your repertoire in how you speedrun this game. You don't have to do all the fanciest tricks right off the bat. There's a lot you can do. I got into speedrunning this game literally just by achievement hunting. I was like, you know what? I enjoyed this game so much, I actually want to achievement hunt, which is something I never do in a game. I never go back and try to get all the achievements. And then I did that, and I was like, man, I can kind of beat this game pretty fast now. Just grabbing this cable real quick. There's a vomiting moldy near me. It's fine. But once I got all the perks and everything, I was like, man, I can actually beat this pretty fast. I should look at the speed run. And I didn't really integrate too many tricks until I got under sub 2 hours. Then I started really like learning and getting involved in the community. I had someone who was a pretty decent runner of this game pop into my chat one day, and he like introduced me to the actual larger RE7 speedrunning community, which I said earlier is just like fantastic, so helpful, so wonderful, and off to the races. Several hundred speedruns later, I wiggled my way up to 19 on the leaderboard for this particular category. So
that's awesome.
When you love a game, because I don't care about achievements at all. Yeah, it's very rare for me to really like love a game so much. Red Dead Redemption 2 I would maybe do that, but I actually do a thing where I do this. I'm on a roleplay server that uses the assets for Red Dead 2, and so that like, I don't know. I've spent so much time on a Red M roleplay server using that, all those assets that really at this point I don't even. I don't know. I know the map so well. I don't even think I would try to do achievement hunting on Red M at this point, or on Red Dead 2. All right, now I'm just gonna do one more retry right before I get to him. This cuts just a little bit time before this cutscene, and then we get a nice little cutscene before the final push of the game. This is where Jack Baker reveals to you that it was Evie all along, and he's been trapped under her control, his whole family. Marguerite didn't mean anything bad by it. Well, you find out in this next section that Lucas kind of did actually mean to be a homicidal maniac, because he's been, if you find the lore in this next section of the game, Lucas has been out of Evelyn's grasp for quite a while, so all of his effed up stuff he does, that's like just legit sociopathic Lucas. He's a legit sociopath. There's other lore that supports that earlier in the game. So yeah, Lucas is like the ultimate actual messed up person. You have so many hours and playthroughs in Red Dead 2, can't get 100%. Yeah, it's I could go on about that game as well, but we're here talking about this game.
I was gonna say I also could go on forever about Red Dead. Me and my friends play a lot of RDR too. We love Cowboys.
Oh yeah. Surprisingly, despite all the RP I've done on Red M, I so seldom do RDO. I have, but it gets down to I really love story, video games with story. That's what attracts me to this game. I think it's a very compelling story. The things I think this does well is that it's very cinematic, and the fact that there's like 4 or 5 distinct areas of this game that all feel like they're in the same world. It's kind of my critique of 8 is that it feels like 5 separate video games all rolled into one. So there's just a lot story-wise and direction-wise and performance-wise that RE7 just gets so right. And there's some great videos out there about how this particular game really helped boost a franchise that, you know, at the end of RE6 was kind of floundering just a little bit. They did such a great job of taking a leap. I mean, I will number one say that this is not like the OG Resident Evil game, but I think in a way it's got the same heart in that it is a horror game. It is an interactive horror movie essentially. As soon as you get into RE2 and then 3 and especially 4, 5, and 6, it becomes an action game with horror elements, which I still love. There's much I love about many of the other RE titles, but I feel like RE7 really gets back to like this more cinematic horror game route that 1 was kind of going for, I feel like personally, where it wasn't about the action as much as puzzles and atmosphere and so on and so forth.
That's a really good way to put it.
All right. So now Mia is sacrificing herself. With the brightness turned up, you can see Evie in the background lurking this whole time. Normally, if you had a normal brightness, you don't see her till like right at the end, right about now, she gets really close to Mia. But I always think it's funny to see Evelyn back there the whole time creeping. All right, now it's just a lot of running. We don't have anything on us. We're defenseless. So it's just like the beginning of the game again, just horror hallway running. And we get the rocket launcher soon. And we're going to have one shot and a prayer because I'm not going to get any of the perks. I'm not going to pick up any of my guns until we are about halfway through the mines that we're heading towards right now. And that's okay. All these dead fish. All these poor, poor dead fish. I always like at this part, I gotta sing, here, fishy, 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 here, fishy, fishy, fishy. It's literally 1,300 playthroughs, and I've probably done that for 99% of them.
It's a good habit, Dev.
Yes, it's the Argus in me coming out. The man is a machine with his call-outs. Fun fact, if you haven't picked up a backpack this entire time, there's a free backpack right there that I'm not going to pick up. But it's only there if you haven't picked up a backpack yet. Now we've got a grenade launcher, and I'm not going to use it yet. Oh, hi, moldy friends. Hello. This part is a run killer. This elevator. If any of these moldies get in the elevator with me, it's pretty much like a dead run because the grenade launcher might not necessarily kill them completely, and the elevator will only go down if it's empty. So yeah, that moment can absolutely destroy a run. It did not though, so
hooray!
Huzzah! I'm going to use my one shot on this grenade launcher right when this moldy pops down. And there we go. We took out the tripwire and the moldy with the same shot. And now I'm back to defenseless. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Oh, they hurt me. Just running around. And we're getting ready for the epic running up the hill, which ever since Stranger Things and the re-emergence of Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush, I always have that song stuck in my head when I start running up the mines in a little bit. I probably will refrain from embarrassing myself by trying to sing any of that song, but I do often sing that song. Oh, we're gonna take another blast to the face from a bomb, which does very little, no damage, all because I put my forearms up. All right, So Mia at the end of ship gave Ethan a little bit of EV tissues that I'm just gonna put into there. And while that is doing its thing, now I'm gonna get all my stuff. There we go. By grabbing stuff when I do, it does speed up this animation a little bit further. And that is that. We are in the final 5 to 6 minutes of the game, barring any kind of terrible tragedy, which there are a couple spots that could do you dirty in this final little bit. Not many, but it is possible. All right. And our final retry. This is one of the more important retries of the game because it drastically improves your speed as you run up this hill. So that little retry right there gives me a little speed boost. I'm gonna skip this moldy. I might get some damage here. I managed to miss it. All right, I had some issues right there, but I got through it. That was pretty good. Now I'm going to switch to a neurotoxin instead of the flame grenade. And I'm going to... Ooh, I had a weird little glitch, but lay down that neurotoxin, which will hopefully freeze those vomity moldies to give me enough time to get up here, which I do. There's nothing worse than when you miss that shot and you get vomited off the ladder when you're near the peak of it. I see Kaldar spreading lies in chat about me. I do not have a pet shrimp named Alan. All right, we're gonna trigger this animation and then go back for some safety health. I've seen runs die because people thought, oh, I have enough health, and then in the final push, they did not, and it sabotaged a probable PB. And now we're back at the beginning. We're back at the guest house. We're reliving all of the memories, but we get to see from this perspective, because we're kind of slightly infected now, that Evelyn was affecting Mia the whole time in the first 15 minutes of this game. Telling her what to do, trying to kill me, all that type of stuff. We are all Dynasties in chat. Oh no. Oh no. Dynasty, I've already spread so much anti-Alan hate on this stream. I'm sorry. The pet shrimp has a different name then? Yes. Zoe. So it's a prawn then? I'm personally going to continue believing the lore of Alan, that he's that he's allergic to shrimp, because that's really it. He just
Yeah, I like that.
he's just
I like that a lot, actually.
blah blah. I literally don't remember what she says here because I'm so tuned out right now. We are so close to the end. This weird giant doll that's in the kitchen now after that cutscene. And Mia's a fake image of Mia's gonna run at me, blah, blah, blah. All right, now we just gotta get to Evie in one foul swoop before the final boss fight. Trying to get my position just right. Oh, that was weird. I probably failed. It's gonna... Yeah, I went for it. I lost. It's fine. Okay, major time loss. We'll be fine. and stabbing and injecting. And the biggest reveal, it was Grandma all along.
Grandma.
Yep. Evie was Grandma the whole time. She's aged super fast because she wasn't continuing to get her treatment. Goodbye, Evelyn. Oh. I see you two have a shrimp allergy. All right, so this fight is pretty easy. There's a lot that happens, but it's honestly so easy. We're gonna pull out our trusty circular saw and just hold it till animation. This feels so Evil Dead to me. I really feel like Ash from Evil Dead in this section. Now there's gonna be a bunch of animation, and I'm just gonna chill. We're gonna just rock around. Oh, I'm falling, and I can't get up. And wake up. Oh, look, everything's fine. Or is it? Dun dun dun. And we can't do anything. I'm not gonna waste ammunition on her. I'm not gonna do anything for this category. I'm just gonna sit here and take it until she picks me up. Uppies? Uppies? Can I get uppies? Evelyn, can I get uppies? Please? I said please. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. All right. And I'm immediately going to reward her with uppies by taking a circular saw to her weird tree hand. And now I'm literally picking my mouse up off the table. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, wait. I'm early on the ring, ring, ring. But I'm literally picking my mouse up and I'll be spamming the shoot button while the mouse is firmly holding it in my hand. And I'm just spamming. Not even 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. What the hell? What the hell, Evie?
Grandma.
You didn't die. What the hell happened? Oh, God. What the hell? This has never happened to me before. What in the heck? How? I died? I died? I have never, ever in my life died from that. Wow. Wow, okay.
That's a brand new one.
I literally don't know how that happened. Rip Rum. Wow.
You said that.
Well, now, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I have never lost that fight since I've been speedrunning it. That's wild. My brain is blown. What did I do wrong? I shot 5 shots without my mouse being on the table. Okay. Well, hopefully you don't mind me just redoing this real quick to beat the game.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish the run out of here. That's a hotfix moment there. Certified hotfix moment.
Yep, start over. Yeah, we're just gonna start. Let's go back to the beginning of the game again because I blew it. So
that was just weird. Just do the whole thing.
That is wild to me. I didn't yell "use it." It's Kaladar. You neglect one simple thing of what you're used to doing, and it ruins the whole fight. That's unbelievable. Yeah, Rin, I've never run out of ammo in that fight. I'm thoroughly shocked. I don't know what happened. All right, yeah, cranky butt. Just hit me 2 times. No, Phantom, you want the mouse off the table completely. That is literally the strat, is lifting the mouse up completely. All right, and then we just need to saw her hand a little bit. I'm not going to lift the mouse so high up now. You've all seen the first time I did this, I lifted the mouse so you could all see the mouse just hanging out there. Ring, 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 banana phone. Use it! All right, grabbing that. And grab that. Dynasty, you've had that happen like 3 times. It's rare, but it does happen. What a time for that super rare thing to happen. All right, she's dead. She is absolutely dead this time. Dynasty, I feel so used and abused right now. This game lied to me. Because, so Lorraine, you don't want the mouse to move at all. You just want to fire 4 or 5 straight shots without moving at all. Moving it at all, it just ruins the being able to kill her in 4 or 5 shots, whatever it is. There we go. It's usually when you don't pay respects to Alan. Dynasty, I will not take this. All right, so that is time. That is time now.
GG's.
We are. Thank you, and then get to the official screen. 133.16. We added 3 minutes by having to do that fight again. So, all right, well, that was it.
GG's for that run. That was great, despite our shenanigans at the end. But thank you so much for doing the run. Where can the people find you, or if you have any shout outs?
Yeah, I'm at Erica Please. That's PLZ. I still am running this game quite often, or I might be playing some other games, or doing, like I was talking about, role play stuff on Red M servers. So come on over on Twitch, Erica Please PLZ, and you can find me on other things at Erica New Girl as well. That was an old username, and some people are already Erica Please. But just find me at Twitch at Erica Please, and you can find me elsewhere more easily from there. So thanks for having me, and this was really fun to do. Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show. This was a great time. But with that, my friends, we are going to go ahead and end Hidden Heroes for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out during this Halloween Heroes kind of special. I had a great time. If you enjoyed Resident Evil 7, don't worry. We've got you covered with more Resident Evil coming up on Express Lane after this quick break. But that is going to do it for me here.